5, 4, 3, 2.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to Checking In.
Yeah.
We are so fortunate tonight. Do you know why?
No.
Because I'm here.
Because Lori is not only back.
I have graced you with my presence
Lori,
today.
Lori,
Can we kick her out?
I think most people thought Lori. Last week, Lori, you had a horrible headache, which I was very worried about you because I've never seen you like that before.
You know what Dad was thinking?
Corona.
You got the
Brain
vid.
aneurysm. Oh,
Got the vid.
vid wouldn't have been as bad as that. I was thinking maybe possibly brain tumor.
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
And it was like it lasted all night. Like, I mean, you know, when I got home, you were
well
like,
into the night too.
yeah, I
like,
mean, halfway through the night, you kicked me out of the room.
It's true.
But
Dad
thankfully,
you had to come cuddle with me.
Yeah, I had to come cuddle with Noah.
It was like
Yeah.
2 a.m. He
Well, I
tapped me on my shoulder.
Exactly. Well, you know why? You know why? Is because I spent a couple hours in the haunted room.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got to get the hell out of here, man.
Is that why you left the door open?
Yeah, I wasn't closing that door. Are you kidding me, man?
Such a wussy.
That freaking the portal to hell is in that room.
Shut up, you guys are ridiculous.
I'm serious. No, it's
I've
true.
slept in that room. Bring the dogs. You're fine.
Bring the dog.
No, well, we got one limpy dog that can't make it up the stairs.
And that's the real mean one, too.
And the other one
That's what'll
don't
get
leave,
you.
and the other one don't leave your side.
This
so
is true. Yeah, you're
so I slept a couple hours in the haunted room.
Yeah.
And then I went down and slept a couple hours on the couch.
On the couch?
On the couch.
Why?
Because I didn't want to be in the haunted room anymore.
think it
and
was
your
too
mom was
haunted?
kicking me out of the room.
Listen,
she
the
was
only
feeling
reason
it.
I kicked you out is you turned the TV on. I said I can't take the TV because I had a
know.
headache and the light. You could have stayed, just not had the TV on.
I know, but I couldn't do that.
You couldn't have stayed.
I know.
He has to have the TV on.
Yeah,
I
duh.
have to, you know,
But
to
there's
fall
no
asleep.
TV in the haunted room.
No, I had my my computer. I was watching YouTube alien videos. Actually, is what I was watching.
Or just-
Yes, dude.
Of course,
I was
never mind.
watching
My
the
bad.
alien
It's kind of
documentary.
crazy because it's just like, it's your way to drain out the thoughts.
Well, that's the thing.
Yep.
If there's silence, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If there's no silence and I can like get myself involved in a movie or a documentary or
Yeah,
something like
start
that,
falling asleep,
yeah, all of a
yeah.
sudden
You
then
can
I can
zone
fall
out.
asleep.
Isn't
you
it
know,
funny how people are different? Because honestly, like I've trained myself to most of the time be able to fall asleep to that, but I'm the opposite. Like for me to fall asleep when I'm not, I need dark and quiet. And that's when my stuff shuts down.
do you like the sound of frogs when you sleep?
What?
I'm not gonna lie, honestly, that was a little bit loud, and it did take me a minute.
So
to
when we were
tune it
sleeping
out.
at the other place, there was
We had
these
the door wall
bullfrogs.
open.
They were like "Meow,
all night,
all
long.
night long.
No way.
And they were
Oh, yeah,
loud.
they were loud.
Like,
Can I get my mic tuned down a little bit? I'm sorry
Yeah,
to
yeah.
break
But-
up the flow.
But no, it was really good. So, anyways, happy you're here.
Yes.
Because you may not have been here. You know, you could have.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
I bring a little extra.
little
and
bit of extra.
and there's a second reason we're happy she's
Yeah.
here
Why is
Yeah.
that?
because you were almost killed this couple days ago.
Oh my
It
God.
was literally so close.
Because you guys we did a little adventure, right?
We did a little adventure walk. We
Where?
did. It was in. I think it's called Hastings, Michigan,
Ooh.
and it was an Audubon thing. And,
Autobahn.
and
I
it-
was almost killed.
right. We
Yeah.
went on this trailer.
Autobahn or Cinnabon?
No, not Cinnabon. Cinnabon
I was
doesn't have
almost
trails.
killed by the sugar.
Yeah, the sugar baby.
I thought the Autobahn was in Germany.
Well, that's
It
the
is.
It's just a
road,
joke.
but
It's just a name.
Yeah, it's just a name. So
That's
the
strange.
Audubon Society is like
It's about birds.
bird
Birders.
watching, birders. You know,
Oh.
so we went on
Horticulturists.
this hike,
Yes.
and it's about maybe 2 mile hike.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and
was
your
gonna
mom
say,
was
you're
almost
the one.
attacked.
Yeah, you almost died
It
too, man.
was,
Well, what
yeah,
happened?
exactly. So it was funny as hell. So we're walking through, and it has these paths, and you're supposed to look for the birds. But honestly, I didn't see too many birds because I had to keep looking at the ground because it was so uneven.
it
If I
was
didn't
bad,
look
yeah.
where I was stepping, I would have tripped, whether
Yes.
it was
What?
over the planks or the
Yeah,
you
like
know,
half the it was like
roots and
planks,
stuff.
believe it or not, like a trail of planks.
'Cause it was
that
like
looks
s-
like it hasn't been upkept in 25 years.
Right, and you have to stay on that. You're not allowed to wander off because it's a protected,
Yeah, it's
nature
protected nature
preserve.
preserve.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
look
Which
like
is
anybody's
fine.
there though.
There's no one. I don't think
No. You
anyone's.
could've
I don't
wandered.
think anyone's
Nah,
been
I-
on that trail
What do
in
you-
4 years.
You don't want to wander. So,
don't wanna
anyways, we
wander.
get about 3/4 through, and you could hear some stuff. Like there's a few times I heard rustling and stuff like that, and I looked and I couldn't tell because it's all overgrown and stuff.
Oh yeah.
We come around this one curve. Dad is in front of me the whole time. So he's in front of me. He walks by. I get to it. All of a sudden, you hear the rustling, and then this like
explosion,
squawking, screaming, and this thing is running away. And I guess
it was a turkey.
He said it was a
turkey.
wild turkey. I don't know because I
was a
didn't
wild
see
turkey.
it, but I literally shit myself. Like it was so scary. Like because
It was
right
like
next to me-
a foot away from her when it
Especially
exploded out of the
because,
thing.
like,
he
Pokemon.
walked by and it didn't do anything. Like it should have did it when he walked by. So you wouldn't think when I come by, and then it screamed for like 5 minutes. We just heard
it kept running and screaming and running.
it was so upsetting.
That's actually awesome.
Are you serious?
It was alerting all the other
was
turkeys in the area.
Get out of there!
Here come the bar chick.
Intruder.
Because I'm telling you,
British are coming.
it's been 4 or 5 years that anyone's been on that trail. I'm telling you, there's no one's
But
been
it
on
was
that trail.
really cool. But yes, it did scare me to death. And Dad brought home a few.
Yeah, I got a bunch of ticks on me when I.
Which we didn't find till he was in the car, and I was like,
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Did you get Lyme's disease?
Not yet.
hopefully
I have been
not.
feeling a little weird. I've been feeling like a Corona.
The corona. That's good. That's
Want a
perfect
little lime in my
match.
Corona.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll be funny.
That's a really good joke.
I'm surprised that Trump didn't like think of that. Oh, you got coronavirus? Get Lyme's
Lyme.
disease.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Put
I
a little
wonder.
lime
I
on that.
wonder if you had Lyme disease, could you not get Corona?
Cancels it out or something.
I don't think it's worth it. I had a
Google
chick
it.
in my middle school. She had Lyme's disease. And she
too.
was,
Jay had Lyme
Yep.
disease.
dude, she
I
was
did too.
all fucked up, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
like, dude,
Why
she
do you
was
think
like,
Jay looks the way he looks?
Yeah, you've seen
Makes
these
sense.
eyes, baby.
yeah, I think like they were crawling on you. Nothing bit you, and that's how you
No, I don't
get it
think-
is
yeah.
when they latch on.
Yeah, and you'd see a target.
like they were
around
still
you.
like crawling when we were finding
Yeah, they
them.
were. Yeah, but yeah, I had to strip down
disgusting.
naked.
Literally, we pulled
naked.
up in the park in the driveway. I was like, "Jump out!" I'm like, "Take your pants off. Take your shirt off." I'm like, "Naked, get naked."
Brian's like, this is not at all like what I pictured it would be like.
it's the first time in years.
And, oh my God! Already, right here
Just kept
in the
finding
driveway.
More and more.
She said, "Wait a second, take my clothes off." And then when she said put them back on, I was like, "What do you mean?
What do you
What do you
mean?
mean put them back
You're all
on?"
I got
clean.
ticks all
Get
over
outta
me.
here.
We're not done yet.
I'd be running back into the woods, rolling into the grass.
Our neighbors loved
It's a
it.
good thing. It's a good thing that there wasn't any close neighbors because they would have got a show.
They would have got the bar check.
You don't know that. They know the woods better than you do. They may have like special zones they can see you through.
Yeah,
They're
I
just
saw you.
peeping on you.
Maybe. Well, they got to show a dad. That's
Yeah, they got my nakedness.
full Monty.
It's gonna be all over the internet.
I'm naked.
Google that shit.
No, don't please.
Yeah, don't do it.
All right, what do we got?
Oh, you want to hit
super
some
chat-wise?
supers?
Yeah, let's hit a
you got
couple.
it.
We got to get these guys into the
The rhythm real quick. Kyle's Geckos.
What's up,
they
fam?
threw $10. They say, "Hey, Barcheck fam, hope you are doing well tonight. Longtime follower, first time super chat. Hope to visit
thanks,
soon.
man.
Coming
Thank
from
you.
Adrian, Michigan."
Oh, you're not even that far, man. That's awesome. Cool. I wonder what kind of. Yeah, when you come, tell me what kind of
Yeah.
geckos you
Yeah, for
guys
sure.
keep.
They keep the fucking basic shit, crested, chihuahua, that bullshit.
Leopard.
Chihuahua's not basic at all.
Well, it's pretty basic if you're on Guatemala.
New Caledonia.
Close enough. Close enough.
Close enough. Guatemala,
You
you
know
know.
You know what we got to do one day? One day we got to buy just a little shitty wood boat with a little motor engine, right? And sneak onto the Forbidden Islands, right?
Yeah.
We got to because, listen,
Where?
The Forbidden Islands.
Where are they?
Mom,
They're
they're
forbidden.
forbidden. They can't stay.
If we say, then everyone's going to
So
know
how are
where
you
they're
going to
from.
get there with a boat?
Well, we know
Mom,
we've got a map.
Remember the paper map that
yeah, we
Cusco
got,
gave
yeah,
him?
We got a map.
on the
There's
back.
another map
So
on the
you're gonna
back.
On the back.
So you're going to export.
Actually, it's not on the back.
shitty
It's
boat
it's
with
actually
a-
it's in invisible ink.
Visible ink.
So what you do is you
UV?
take some
So you're doing
lemon.
that, huh? You're going to go to Indo with him
Smart.
and find the invisible.
You take some lemon on the invisible
Yeah.
and you just with a Q-tip
I
you
know.
just put on the
I've
hair
seen
dryer.
National Treasure.
Hair dryer.
I know how this shit works.
No, I'm serious.
And you're finding some amazing geckos there? Is that
yeah,
what you're doing?
it's New Caledonia forbidden.
I mean, there's got to be thousands of undiscovered animals there, huh?
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
yeah,
I think
everyone
there's
is
a lot of-
undiscovered.
yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that's still undiscovered to us.
Did you see the? There was this football fish, 18-foot football fish
Those
that
things are
washed up
Football
on.
fish.
Those things are
What the
so
hell's-
cool, so
The
weird.
ones with the light bulb.
that
Oh,
don't even look
the
real. They're
angler.
like
Anglers, yeah,
Yeah,
anglers,
football.
yeah.
or they're
I like
also
that.
football fish.
Called football fish.
I know, that's
I've
a
never
good
heard
one.
them called football
Come
fish.
on,
Animal
now.
Those are
Crossing.
How big
Get
was
your
it? Because
lingo
anglers
up.
are typically small.
Listen, Mom. This
That's
is
what I thought.
This is so funny because dad, he's always like, Fimbriatus, symbiotus. Football fish, what the fuck is that? That's not a word.
Fimbriatus,
Yeah,
embryatus.
is there a giant anglerfish? I've never
There
heard.
is. Are you kidding me? Yes,
How
there
big
is.
Oh
Look
my
it.
gosh, they get
Yeah.
huge.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's a
I didn't
real
make this
thing.
shit up.
Like you look
And that's
at
actually
that,
the picture.
Oh, it was? Hold on.
Yeah, it was actually the picture, bottom right, the very bottom
This
right.
one?
Yeah. That was the one.
That's so
This
crazy.
This is
Like
the
oh my
stuff,
god.
Wow.
Like you don't believe
That
that.
one's fake.
Just like a narwhal.
gotta be, right?
That
No,
doesn't
that's fake.
exist,
This
but
one's
then it
real.
exists.
This is like I guess a
That's-
replica, right?
That's-
Rendition.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Look at that.
Terrifying.
They do get huge.
I did
man.
not know that. I thought they were very small.
I
thought
mean,
all
how
of them
cool
stay
is
small.
nature that that's really a real thing?
Well, you know
Very
what's
cool.
really crazy? I saw a documentary
I mean, I
the
kind of
other.
want a tank with them.
I don't know if we could. I don't
I
think
don't
you
know.
could.
You'd have to have a deep sea
They're-
tank,
yeah, they're
right?
deep
Yeah, because they're
sea.
deep sea. Well, I saw this
be too
documentary about the Mariana Trench, right? The
Yeah.
deepest place or deepest in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ocean. And it takes like 4 hours for a drone to submerge. 4 hours
Yeah.
for it to drone.
Wow.
And the thing that's interesting is it's teeming with life.
Yeah.
And they thought that there was no chance because of the pressure and because of the
No
the
light.
temperature,
You
no
know what?
light.
That's
everything.
human ignorance.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no chance
If we can't live there,
here.
yeah.
Right? Exactly. That's
Yeah.
Crazy.
nature.
But there's
Things
some
were
crazy
made
cool
to live
stuff.
there.
There's all kinds
Yeah.
of wild stuff down
It's
at the
probably
bottom.
the pathway to Atlantis. Just saying.
No,
I
that's
agree.
in Atlanta. That's in,
It's in Atlanta,
no, it's in-
Georgia.
Oh yeah,
No, that's
Georgia.
not what I said.
It's in Antarctica.
Yeah, the whole
Antarctica
earth.
is the hole. At the end, in the middle of Antarctica, there's a hole that goes into the middle of the earth.
And that's where all presents are made for the children.
No, that's the North Pole.
No, it connects. It
No,
connects.
the North Pole
Goes
melted.
all the
It
way
goes through.
south.
They
and
go
north.
all the way
Yes.
through in the
That's
middle.
how they get like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's how they get so
south,
quick?
Yes, south
Yep.
people get these.
It's all coming
So
together.
if they
here.
actually
That
had
way,
an
like,
elf
yeah.
train that
They do.
moved at a certain pace, like on December 26th, it started to move from the Antarctic.
Of course.
And by time December 24th came, it got to the North Pole. They could build on the train.
That's
Or
that's a slow ass
They,
train.
they
Yeah.
build
Not
from the
really, it's
center of the
26,000
earth
miles.
and they just shoot out those holes both ways, same time, and get distributed everywhere.
You don't think
Makes more sense.
Santa Claus has a fast train? Then
Oh, he's been doing this shit for a long
Yeah.
time.
Polar Express.
He's got a
dude.
fast
He's
train.
got to have this down.
You think?
I mean, a month
I'm not.
max.
I'm not that fucking. I'm not that up on Santa.
You need to watch some more Christmas.
Yeah, watch some more Christmas movies.
Mama
well,
Tomsky.
yeah. Go ahead, Mama.
Yeah, Mama Tomsky says, "Hey, Lori, glad you're back and feeling better." Jay also had a migraine too. What did you guys do together? LOL, migraine
I was
fun.
going to say that he
true.
had one the same
And I
day.
never have them ever.
Yeah, so
I
so-
really don't either.
Barometric pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
they
was
just
so
must be
solar flares,
something-
man.
Yeah, something
Came out of
weird's in the
nowhere.
air.
And
I'm telling you, it was
I've had
weird.
them here or there, but never one like that.
Yeah, me neither. I
Did
couldn't
you
even
guys-
get out of bed.
Jay and I talked about weird things. Jay and I talked about this. You know how you guys know I love UFO stuff, right?
Of course.
What do they call them now?
UAPs.
Ps, yeah,
Oh, God.
unidentified
Aerial
phenomena. So, anyways,
Why you gotta change
I love
shit?
this stuff. But
I know,
listen to
so
this.
dumb.
Did you know that Obama? Me and Jay talked about it.
Is
we
it
both said-
UFO?
No, he was on a show. How long? It was less than a week ago, right?
About a week, yeah.
About a week ago.
About a
he was
week
on a show
ago.
and he literally said, well, the first day I went into office, I wanted to know where the aliens were and you know, where we keep them and stuff like that. He
Where
said,
we keep them.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he did say, he goes, but in all honesty, and I'm not joking,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that are flying around that are being caught on film by our Air Force and Navy that we have no idea what they are. Obama said that.
Obama.
That's crazy to think that the ex-president,
Bizarre.
would literally admit to. I mean,
Well, we literally
you know.
just said that, though. How many things exist in nature that we're not aware of? So how much more so?
Yeah,
Space,
extraterrestrial.
time,
wise.
yeah,
whatever.
like
like-
extraterrestrials live in nature.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
in
just
some
saying,
nature somewhere.
You know, I think that's the ignorance of humans thinking like, oh,
True.
everything that exists, we know what it is.
revolves around us
I
too.
mean-
We've always been that way too.
Yeah.
Even
We've
like,
only been here for a
always been
finite
that
amount
way.
of time,
still-
and even in that, how do you?
we
know?
still are that way. We have things that we say every single day. Oh, we have nothing more to learn. We know it all.
and then 10 years later, it all
Yeah.
switches. The whole thing, the whole program's
my
different.
God, yeah. That's
You look,
Yeah.
it's so
Kind of
crazy.
like Fosse stance on Corona. changes by the day. Changes by the day.
Just got Farchi.
and that's what I mean. It's just,
Barchi.
Yeah, Farchi.
it's just so ridiculous that anyone, dude. I don't care who you are. Besides maybe like,
Nope.
Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Like, who's the fucking guy? The Dalai Lama, right?
Dalai Lama,
I don't
yeah.
even know much about him, but I'll let him get a fucking pass. You
but
know
you know
what I
what?
mean?
This is the thing with those
Everyone
people,
else, though,
they're
doesn't know
humble enough
shit.
to probably still admit, I
Oh, well,
don't
the
know
Dalai Lama
anything,
would
and you can
definitely-
always be
well,
learning.
The Dalai Lama always says that. The fact that
What?
the only stupid or the stupidest person on the planet thinks he knows everything.
Yeah.
That's what the Dalai Lama says. You know,
You know how many people
so
are like
that's
that way?
part of it, you know.
I meet them every day.
Yeah,
I
we
meet
all
him
do.
every day, and I'm just
Blown away.
like, wow, this guy is smart. this guy's real smart. Like, there's not one thing you can bring up to him that he doesn't know everything.
Everything about.
Everything
right?
about wow. It's
Wow.
smart. It's smart.
How'd you get this? Did you actually, speaking of the smart people, did you see there's like this less than 2-year-old girl, and she has like 150 IQ.
What?
And she's
Wow.
already going to college.
That's
Okay,
Maybe not college,
Maybe not
yeah,
college. But I
No,
think
She's got a hell of a keg
but
stand, though.
honestly,
I think she's in high
yes,
school,
There's
though.
like savants that
No.
are like.
I remember
super
there was
smart.
I remember there was that
I
one
think that's a
like
bummer.
Asian kid from a few years
That
back.
one
She was like
Asian.
no, she was like 4 years old and she already had a high school diploma.
Can't do that anymore.
No, I'm
You
just
can't-
joking.
Why? She was Asian. I mean, what do you want me to say?
I'm just joking.
I mean,
it was just
that one,
yeah.
the one person I don't know their culture. She was a girl, and she, you
well,
know,
yeah, that's what people want you to say these days.
Oh, okay,
They
I
want
see.
you to describe
Oh.
everything. She was wearing plaid.
Yeah,
She was-
anything
it
but
was-
the thing that
anything
makes
but-
you know what it is immediately.
Exactly.
yeah, I understand.
I think that stuff
gotcha.
is cool and it's amazing, but honestly,
Oh, yeah.
to me it's sad because I feel like when children grow up too fast, it's sad because probably, in my opinion, the
she's
best
fucked.
part
Of making
life
up is Folgers in your cup?
Cup.
The best part of life is honestly those years when you're a kid, when everything is free and fun and
Oh,
like
No
yeah.
responsibilities.
yeah, and you're just everything is about having a good time and learning
my
and this and
God,
that, but
yeah.
it's all like freedom. And the kids who with no matter if it's knowledge
Macaulay
or
Culkin.
sports or you know what I mean? Yeah,
Fame.
anything like that makes them grow up so fast and not get to experience that. To me that's sad because you don't ever get it. Like you only get this finite window.
Yeah.
And when they don't get that, I think it's sad.
I wondered
agree.
that about. This is a little off topic, but I wondered that about the Irwin kids. You know what I mean? Because they basically, from the fact when they were 2 and 3, they were kind of pushed into the limelight as like, you're going to take your dad's. And that was one of the reasons why I think Bindi was so interesting because at some point she pulled back.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I'm not doing this.
What do you
And-
mean?
And,
This
and
is-
that was
that's
great
our
that Terry allowed her to
That's just
pull
like
back
this.
too.
It's literally parallel to our family. Look at Bindi's our Jade.
Right? Yeah, she just
She was
went
like,
away from the
"Hell no."
family. She went away from the family.
Literally.
No, but not
Right?
at all though, because that's the thing. Like you guys definitely had a childhood. I definitely,
Yeah.
made sure you guys did because I'm all
I'm not
about
denying
that
that.
too.
Yeah.
We didn't do that.
There was definitely a point in my life where I had no clue what was going on for many years. Many years, just little toys.
Just living, yeah. You're
Toys
living with
and
your guys. You're living
movies.
with your.
You have no
stuff
clue
like
what's
that.
going on.
Yeah.
You're just watching things and you're just like,
See, I wish I would have had that childhood. You know, I didn't, unfortunately. You know, I had, kind of a tormenting childhood. And I think back on that a lot. Well, lately, especially with all the therapy I've been through. It would have been so nice because there were flashes of little Brian that was like carefree and, out in the woods collecting snakes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But so much of my life was so like miserable when I was really young and I felt so unsafe. There was no like, hey, I'm just playing with my toys and I don't care about anything in the world. It was always like
waiting for the
something.
next dumb
there was
fucking
always
thing
going to
to
be
happen.
something bad was about to happen. And that is I would love to have known how that those years felt.
you'd be a completely different person.
Well, that's why I wouldn't have the mental problems I have now. Yeah, but I mean, the weird thing is that but I might not be as successful either, right? Because those demons chased me into success.
And a fair point. Yeah.
But
Never know.
So now the question is how to get away from the demons, but continue to be
But not have to
motivated.
run.
Yeah, and not
But
be
it's
motivated.
funny because it's a conversation that literally we were just having today. Is honestly, you can have both. You
I
can
know.
chase your dreams. You can have success without it all encompassing your life. Like there's
I'm trying.
balance and there's importance.
Sure.
No, you are trying, but I'm saying like for Noah, with what he's trying to achieve, or for younger people and stuff like that, you
Sure.
can do it. You can be driven. You can still do whatever, but it's also smart to have that time back to where you can.
Dude, it's super hard to find
It
the
is hard.
balance.
It is hard to find the balance because once you find something like you with comedy, you're so driven. And if you think about it, when you started, just 2 months ago, you were doing one
One a week,
one
one every other week.
Now you're doing 2 and 3 a night.
Yeah, I did 3 last night, and honestly, it was a mistake.
Right.
It was too much.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I just dude, I'm an addictive personality. I have an addictive personality, so I can never get enough of anything, pretty much. If I love something, I can't get enough of it, and that's. I've driven away girlfriends. I've driven away. I've almost ruined my life with substances. I'm a very addictive personality, and so same thing applies. I am tormented sometimes by my thoughts and by stuff like this. It's just you got to find the balance. We're all fucking working on it. At least we know that's what it is. We know that we got to take a break. We got to play some video games, play some sports, play chess. You got to do
playing
something.
sports, we have to get some rollerblades.
Yeah, we
and
gotta
play
play some
some
hockey.
hockey out
Let's do
back.
it anytime.
I think that just in the middle
You
of the
guys
day, if
have
it's
the rollerblades. You just need wheels.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think I don't even. Yeah, maybe.
No, I know exactly where they are.
Yours
They're
might
all
be
together.
really.
Mine might be pretty beat up
old.
because
Mine
I
will be
beat
fine.
up my chassis pretty bad when I play.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, I agree, and I think it'd be awesome for all of us to have that outlet, that fun
I just think,
exercise.
I think even just in the middle of the day, you're having a stressful day, hey, let's spend a half an hour out in the back parking lot
slap
and
shots.
just grill some. I don't know,
But
whatever.
it's true though, because what happens is this is what I noticed with myself is what happens is when you're doing an activity that is not your work and is not what your life is revolving around. If you can, we all know that there's such thing called flow states, right?
Yeah.
And the flow state is great for work, but it can also happen with leisure. It can happen when you're reading a book. It can happen when you're enjoying a movie, and it can happen in everything, right? And you can get in these flow states, and when you're doing it with leisure, it can actually rejuvenate your love for life and in other categories. It's
for sure.
strange. I find when I play video games or read books, it helps my comedy and it helps
That's
just
why
my
you're
life.
not just absorbed with one thing. Yeah, that's
well,
what
it's
I'm
been
trying
hard.
to. Yeah.
I've definitely been accidentally slipping into too much comedy recently.
Yeah.
Just
Well, as long as you realize
just
it and start
obsessed by it.
Well,
and
and
I
that's the
just gotta
thing.
control it.
Yeah, push the line forward and then move back. Push the line
Yeah.
forward, move back. Until you realize.
Because you don't want to ruin it either. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
get to a point where it becomes work or becomes a challenge, and you lose that passion, and then that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that part. I'm worried about going so hard that I kind of burn my brain out.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to do. I've done that many times. That's
Same.
for sure.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Colin says, I like all the shirts that are available to buy, but in the future, could you make some that aren't cheesy? Like with normal animals you have. Love you guys.
that was kind of like a backwards.
Yeah,
jab,
backwards
right?
compliment.
It's like
Compliment.
I love them, but they're pretty damn cheesy.
Yeah, we
I
have
guess,
different styles.
You know what? It just depends, and who knows? Maybe that's something that we'll go for. But the reality is those shirts have been done by a million people a million times.
Well, that's the thing.
That's
I
all
don't
that
think
was out there
Yeah, I don't think
for a
I'll
long
ever go
time.
with
Realistic,
realism,
like
a leopard gecko on a
I
shirt.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'll do that because that's
There's
not where I'm
plenty
going.
of them
through.
out there
Do I think that
already.
I'm going to have some other styles? I
Yeah,
do. I
you're
do
already
think
talking to
that we're
people.
not. Yeah, we've already talked about maybe having even collections. Maybe there's a new collection that is a different style that isn't
Sure.
cartoony.
Yeah.
I personally, you got to remember, and this is no disrespect to you, it's just that my style is cheesy. That's what I wear. You know what I mean? All my shirts, even before Reptile
Silly
Army, were
stuff,
silly
yeah.
things. That's what I like. And obviously, this is my brainchild, so I'm going to go that direction with what I know. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to launch some more mainstream type stuff. But I'm not going to launch realism.
No, because
that's not something.
and
I'm
like
gonna
I
do.
said, it's already been done.
Well,
We
that's
have
the thing,
friends who have
Eco,
lines.
EcoWare is
that,
great at it.
That do it, and honestly, I don't want to compete with them.
No, I don't want to compete
because
with
they do
EcoWare, yeah.
beautiful work.
Yeah,
you
no, and
know?
that's exactly.
And
what I'm talking
realistically, guys, what's going to turn more heads at the grocery store? A photo of a leopard gecko on your shirt or
Yeah,
you know,
silly,
something that's silly that somebody's like, oh my God, that's really crazy. I've never seen
Yeah.
a reptile on
Yeah.
a shirt like that.
But like you said, we've got other stuff too that's a little bit different that might be more up your alley. So
Yeah.
just stay
Yeah,
tuned.
we're not locked into one thing. I mean, this is going to evolve over the next years, and trust me, I know that we're in the very infancy of this whole thing. And if things go the way I want it to go, which I really hope it will, there's going to be lots of different collections. There's going to be lots of different styles and stuff like that.
Do you have any reptile army shirts with reptiles literally dressed up as army men?
Well,
I think so.
Do you?
Right?
I
Like,
thought I
literally,
saw
like-
something.
Not yet, not launched yet, not launched
got
yet.
it.
We do have it in
Fully
the
well-
thing, but
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
not available
Yeah,
yet.
and
Yeah.
in the actual logo is basically like marching, soldiers and stuff like that. But no, we have some stuff in the thing. That's the thing. We still have 20 something designs that are ready to rock. that are ready to go. And I'm hoping that as early as next week we can launch the next 6 or 8 of them, and then we'll launch 6 or 8 per month. Over the whole year, 6 to 8, maybe even 10 sometimes for the whole year. So there's lots of stuff coming.
Yeah, stay tuned.
And that's just the apparel side. There's some other sides of Reptile Army that haven't even started that I'm excited about too.
You know, it'd be cool. I don't know if you already have this. If you did like a bunch of lizards or something, formed as the terracotta army, and then you
That
did
was a
like,
cool idea.
and then you did like the Chikata, which Chuhua army? No, like
I know what you're saying though. Yeah,
just
yeah.
like find something that kind of
Yeah.
rhymes with like terracotta, whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is. I don't
terracotta,
speak
yeah.
Japanese. How am I supposed to know the
I
fucking
think
word?
it's China, but
Japanese.
it's all the same, right? Yeah. But
It's all the same. No, technically
It's not.
no, you don't. Yeah, if you
It's
say that to
not.
someone from
You
China or
can't say
Japanese, they
that,
don't like
no.
each
I
other.
know that
much,
it's
yeah.
not, but also, I agree with the rest of the world when they're like, dumb Americans. Yes, but you can't blame us, the civilians. You have to blame the government because they do not teach jack shit about other countries. That's a fact.
No, that
It's
is
true.
true. No, it is really true.
Literally didn't
Yeah.
teach us anything about the
You're
differences of Asian cultures.
You're actually very
African
right.
cultures, European cultures.
Sure.
All they taught was white America.
And I feel like
Just saying.
that is-
America.
That is
Yeah.
very much so the
It's the
thing,
truth.
whether it's your upbringing from the education or the upbringing from every other continent and place travels and like broadens their
Yeah,
horizon,
that's
are
true.
very much
Yeah.
more aware
Definitely.
where we are the
Very
most
domestic, yeah.
we
Yeah,
are
it
the
was
most
something crazy. Like I
inward
think it was
arrogant.
like
thinking.
prior to
Yeah.
COVID, I think they said that only like a third of America had passports, whereas like Europe, like
No.
90% had
And
passports.
and a bunch of Americans have never even left their state.
Yeah.
Let alone
Or town.
Yeah,
Straight
let
up.
alone left the country. Like, unfortunate
Well-
for us in our line of work or whatever we've done, we've met a lot of people internationally that have broadened our horizons, which we've also expanded
I've always
to our
said, yeah,
children,
yeah.
which is awesome. But most friends and stuff that we talk to, never would have thought or dreamed about traveling out of the U.S.
No, and I
or
always
any
say
of
like
that.
you traveled to Europe last year
Yeah.
or a year and a half ago. It changes you as a person, right? I mean, travel in culture changes you, and that's why I've been so lucky traveling so many places in the world and seeing so many different
Yes, you
things.
have.
You know why it changes you? You know why it changes you?
Why?
It's purely perspective. You don't. So many people don't really understand that whole perspective thing.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, and I think that
It's the
prior to
whole
me
universe
traveling,
revolving around you, and then realizing how much more there
Yeah,
is
well,
than what
right.
your circle is.
well, that was the thing. I think that
So
when I
much
was
to
young,
it.
when I traveled, before I started traveling, my first trip out of the country was to Germany, remember?
Right.
I was like 21, something like that. That was the first time outside of Canada, of course.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Which-
Hamburg?
No, I went down to Stuttgart, and then
Stuttgart.
it actually went to Stuttgart. Then I went up to Amsterdam and Houten, Holland.
For reptiles?
Reptile show, yeah. Of
course.
I was staying I was staying with my buddy Stefan from M&S
Yep, Stefan.
down in Stuttgart, and then we drove up to Houten, which is where Snake Days was, which is a reptile show. We did the reptile show, and then we spent one day in Amsterdam, and then drove back, and I spent like 6 or 7 days back in Stuttgart, Germany, and we did some stuff. I mean, we drove around the Black Forest and stuff like that.
Oh,
It was
that's
really cool.
cool.
It was super cool. It was a great
What's,
experience, but
What's the Black Forest?
So it's just a really famous forest.
Ancient
Where the
forest
cuckoo
in Germany.
clocks
Yeah.
Yeah,
come
that's
from.
where all the exactly.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, that's where they make the Black Forest is where they make the. But yeah, you can punch up
Why
the
do
Black Forest. I mean, it's a
Famous
beautiful
cuckoo
place.
clocks.
Why do they call it the Black Forest? Is there black trees or?
Trees are really dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the inside the forest is
beautiful.
so dark, you know.
Nice
But it's
old
yeah.
forest, you know.
Interesting. I wonder, were they fighting World War II and one in there?
I don't know if it ever made it to that area. I mean, that was pretty. I don't know. I have no idea.
So cool.
Not sure, but
I
yeah, it's a
love-
beautiful area, and but we went to a bunch of places. My point is that prior to that trip, and then a lot of other trips, yeah, you think America is the best of everything, and then you get somewhere else and you realize. Don't get me wrong, I love America. I love our country, but there's amazing countries out there that are pretty freaking awesome. You
Oh
know
my
what I
God,
mean?
yeah. I was just telling Mom about India.
Yeah.
You know, you can get like a fucking chiropractic adjustment, massage, a shave, a head massage.
All on the side of the road.
All on the side of the road for
Happy ending at the
pennies
end?
on the dollar. No happy ending. They'll cut your dick off for that.
Yeah,
They will. They're real strict
they're
about
strict
that in
about
India.
that stuff. Yeah.
But no, I'm serious about you can pennies on the dollar. You
Yeah.
can get like full shaves and chiropractic adjustments on the side of the road.
Yeah, no,
Fucking
it's funny
wild.
because I've said India is probably the place I want to visit the most next.
You've never been?
Never been to India.
You gotta go. I was
So
telling-
like
I want to go.
that's a place that I just would be. Now you got to remember,
wanna
number one, India is a
go.
huge country, and there's a lot of diversity. Like the South is vegetarian, right? So the
Cool.
South you can't eat meat at all,
I'd do
and
it.
then the North is so the cuisine is different. There's a lot of different cultures
would
in
love that.
India. But I would love to spend time in India. I think it would be fantastic. It's probably like Robbie Hamper used to go all
Yep.
the time, and it just is an amazing place.
loved it, yeah.
I'm serious.
So-
Like once, I don't know when. I'm not gonna put a time frame on it, but one day in my life, hopefully sooner than later, I just want to like start buying tickets and just like disappearing for a few weeks in different
Yeah.
countries,
Yeah,
just like by myself because
yeah, might as well.
I don't even really like people that much. So like I don't mind going by myself and just kind of figuring it out.
Oh, I feel you.
Just
You
being
I
get,
think
like,
some
what's
of the
you
up?
get
best-
that from your mama.
I think that some of the best adventures I've ever been on. As a matter of fact, most of the trips that I go, as you guys know, there's no plans at all. You know what I mean? It's like I know, like when Forrest and I went to Africa, South Africa, we knew we were going to spend the first 2 days, at the reptile show. And then we were there for 10 days. We had no idea. Like past the first 2 days, we had no idea. It's funny. The first night we got there, we went into a bar where all the reptile people were, and I didn't know any of them at all. Just walked in, met everybody. Hey. Literally, we're 30 minutes into the trip.
Yeah.
And or into being in South Africa, and met these guys from Ultimate Reptile Supply, Ralph and Ralph, and they're like, "Come down to Durban," and we're like, "All right, good." That was it.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to Durban and 6-hour drive down the road, and it was one of the most amazing experiences ever. So I agree with you. I don't like.
think it's
I'm
cool
not a
like that.
planning kind of guy.
Yeah, I think we feel the same way.
Yeah, just like when we went to
Jade-
Italy, right?
Jade is
She
our
plans.
daughter
Oh
is
my
the opposite.
God.
Like it
she-
stresses
she
her
ruins
to not have. Well, everybody's
trips
different,
'cause she
right?
plans
And
too
she's the type that needs the timeline or whatever. To her, it is stressful to not have it.
Yeah, 'cause-
Which I, like you said, I'm the opposite. I tend to enjoy myself more when it's just kind of like.
Free form.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah.
form.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
most of the
it's-
trips we went on, like the first Australia trip we went on, same thing. We had no idea what we were going to do.
Because I feel
you know.
like when you do that, you're more open and you get
Less stress.
experiences that normal people don't get
'cause
because of that.
normal
Because you're
people are
more
like, yeah,
open. You're
yeah.
more open to stuff.
Well, yeah, you're, in my opinion, I get more stressed when there's plans because, I
have
know
to
I
be
have to be
there,
there
yeah.
at 7 and
Yeah.
it's already 5 and oh God, like how are we going to make
I mean,
it?
sometimes you have to do
Shit
that because
like
we
that.
did. I mean, we had our itinerary. Like, okay,
Well,
we got to
sure.
have this train because we do have to be at a certain place.
Yeah, but when we went to Italy, we were in Rome. We didn't know anyone in Rome at all, not one person. We just had a hotel, which by the way was the best hotel ever. It's called the Senators. If I ever when we go back to Rome, we got to get that room again.
It was pretty cool.
It was
Even our
friend.
friend who lives there was like, "Oh my God, I didn't realize that thing was there."
Yeah, we
need
literally,
to
and
go."
it wasn't that expensive. It was like maybe $350 a night, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but you're splurging because you're going
course.
to Italy, and but literally, like we even got to the hotel, and he's like, "Oh, this is a nice room," and we're like, "Yeah, they always say that shit, right?"
Brick wall, you
and so
think,
sure
yeah.
enough, we get up. It's the penthouse. We have our own private balcony. Like big balcony, and literally you could throw a rock at the Pantheon and hit it.
It was literally
legitimately
right there.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost jump off the balcony and onto the top of the Pantheon.
Now,
it was the most insane room I've ever stayed in.
Pantheon's not the Colosseum, but what is the Pantheon again?
So the Pantheon is I don't know exactly. It's like
they
a
courthouse or something?
No, it's like an ancient
It
like
looks like
cathedral.
a church.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
cathedral.
a-
That's what it is.
Or what do they call, not cathedral?
It looks like a place to study.
Diogo, isn't it? Or no, what do they call the churches there?
That's
Cathedral sounds right. I mean, that's
No,
what
it's not. It's not. There's
Duomo.
Yeah,
Just
Duomo. Yeah,
that's
Duomo is what they
fucking
call it.
crazy. 2,000.
We
years.
literally at the edge of that picture, at the bottom left, that's where our room was.
That's right
but,
here?
But
Nope.
no, basically at the top, really. but I mean, because
We're
we were on the
facing that, so
Okay.
it was like at the edge of the picture.
but we were in the
is where
penthouse,
our
so we were
hotel-
overlooking
Yeah.
it.
Got
But
it.
literally like that distance from the Pantheon.
The bottom left corner. That's
Yeah.
where our hotel was.
You know what I
It
want
was
to do?
so freaking dope, man.
I want to like go and like follow footsteps of like Aristotle or something.
That'd be dope.
They have maps of like where he traveled and stuff
Sure.
because he wrote a lot. So like he told stories of where he went and
Yeah.
stuff. So they know his paths.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And like he traveled all over Italy
Oh yeah.
to go study and teach.
Oh yeah.
And,
It's an amazing
just be
thing, I
interesting.
mean, but I think travel is important, and I think it broadens you as a
Are
human
you
being.
kidding me? I mean, you're literally standing in a 2,000-year-old building, right?
Yeah.
And humans, I mean, I guess every day we learn new shit because like we find bones and stuff.
Yeah.
But we haven't been around for that much longer than what, 10,000 plus years? Like,
Well, they think 10,000, but now they're thinking it could be closer to 60, 70,000,
Yeah, I
and
know.
even a couple 100,000.
Yeah, that's,
That's
what
what's
Isn't that
cool.
wild?
Like in America or the U.S.
America.
Our
America.
history is so new, which
Well,
you
yeah.
think is so old, and then that's when the thing when you go out and you
Yeah.
go to all these other countries, you
Yeah.
realize, holy crap.
Yeah, they
Like
got
we aren't
castles.
shit. Like the stuff you see is so ancient and so crazy
Well,
and
that-
been around.
yeah, that was the thing,
That
yeah.
is just the
Yeah.
part that is awing.
Well, that was the
Like,
thing when the first time I went to Germany. That was the thing is Stefan took me to some places that were like ancient castles or walls that were 2,000 years
Yeah.
old.
It's just
and it's
amazing.
it's crazy because
Yeah,
here if you
mind-blowing.
like your house is 1800 and
Right.
something, you go to England and it's like, oh, you got a new house 1800. It's like
What was I just thinking? Okay, so you know how we all derived from Africa, right?
that's where they believe.
yes,
yeah.
yes. Yeah.
So, this could be ignorant. How in the hell is Africa not like the most advanced civilization that we on Earth? If we all
not
started
enough
from
water
there?
and food.
Yeah, I
really.
mean, I think that's. I mean, you figure at one point the Egyptians were basically the rulers of the world,
Yeah,
and,
that's true.
and they're African. I mean, that was probably the pinnacle of our history that we know.
Mm-hmm.
The Egyptians are probably the only civilization that
they
actually
were
was
very
a powerful.
advanced for their time.
Yeah, but it's
you
because of
know?
aliens.
Yeah,
because of
duh.
ancient aliens.
Supposedly,
From your
Allegedly.
shows. Yeah.
Allegedly, that's why. Yeah,
I don't know. That probably got some value behind it.
it does.
Oh, for sure.
It's worth a look.
What does Colin say? Oh no, that's right. We already read.
Yeah,
that
no,
one.
it was Tiffany. She says, "Hey, fam, bam. So
What's
I
up,
sponsored
bitch?
Helen for a month.
You did.
Do I get
Yes.
to see my name get put up? Also, are you going to
Yes.
update it? We need Betty on there."
Yes.
Yes
So I
and
did
yes,
see that
yes.
today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tiffany.
And yeah, we have to do a lot of updating and a lot of things. We've had a lot of changes and new
Yeah,
updates
we got a lot of
and
moving around.
additions.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will be.
Yeah. And I think
doing
Tiffany
that.
said she's coming out for the July, or I think her birthday is July 2nd.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So I think
Okay.
she's going to be coming out. And then, of course, Potterhead is coming out. Jerica's coming out
This
this
Saturday,
weekend.
yeah.
This
Oh
weekend.
really?
Tell her to leave her sister's big old titties at home.
Does she have another kid? Is she still nursing?
No, yeah, it's
Scarred
the
by
same
them.
kid, still nursing.
I'm scarred by those milk jugs. Them
No.
motherfuckers were huge.
No, I'm gonna need you to work. I'm gonna
We're
need
like-
you to work the gift shop Saturday.
Hell no. They were like double G's.
Just don't remember.
I'm just telling you
I didn't
right
get the
now,
close-up.
you're doing it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I don't know. I don't know who's coming with
She
her.
pointed to memorabilia with her empty tit. She was like, How much for that right there? I was like, it's free. Cover up those titties. Cover those titties up.
She did not.
She's
dude.
Yeah,
just
she
squirting
did.
the shit.
She did
That,
not.
that.
Yeah, she did. She was like, how much?
Which one?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. I'm telling you, she was
make-
hitting on me or something, but it was just gross. Like, I'm straight as fuck, but it's just like those tits were nasty.
Oh, stop.
I'm sorry. I hope she's not listening.
I hope not
She
either.
definitely
But
because
it's
that's
just, she's a
mean.
mother. Like,
Yeah.
mom has got nasty titties.
Thanks.
I don't even count you. You don't
I
even
know.
have tits.
Exactly. There's walls. There's like boxes.
Alrighty.
Woo! Henry says, when will this? When Henry Cohen? When will spotted Stimson's pythons be available? Looking to get my first one.
I think we're just waiting on them to eat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you just brought them over
Like I know.
last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
They're
So,
Yeah. So we just got to get them in. As soon as they're eating, they will be on the website.
So what
It's a
is
website.
what are they now? Stimson or
No, they're children now,
Children.
yeah.
No,
Children,
honestly, I'm still gonna call them Stimsons because
Really?
they are different, and they're nice.
Isn't it
Yeah,
interesting?
because she doesn't believe in science.
Well,
No,
when
it's-
science
that
doesn't
is
make
stupid.
sense, I don't believe in science.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. That's, I don't know what to say about that.
drink bleach. Tripod challenge.
Yeah.
Timothy says, just got my Raycons the other day, and I love them.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome. Good
Baller.
job. Yeah, good job.
Which
Raycons are
code
best.
did you use?
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm telling you what.
hopefully you use the right code.
You better read
Got a
Brian,
discount.
Brian B.
Brian B.
Brian B 80, is it? Or is it Brian B? I can't
Whoa.
remember.
Just Brian B.
Ooh, it's just
80.
yeah,
Brian
it's
B.
just Brian B.
It's Brian B. I tell you what, I'm doing the you guys. You might have you ever seen Thelma and Louise?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know it's younger generation, maybe Seinfeld because they did a spoof on
Yeah.
Thelma and Louise. I'm doing that with Raycon.
Okay.
I
no.
haven't charged these bitches in 3 months,
Are you
and they're still
serious?
going.
Oh wow.
And I'm just going for it, man. I want to see until they die.
Wow.
But I'm 3 months. I have not plugged those Raycons in, and I listened to them this morning on the way to work. I listen almost
Really?
every morning on the way to work.
I was so confused. I'm like, you haven't charged them. I've been billing them.
Yeah, that's what I thought
that's
too. I'm
right.
like, what are you trying to get $1 million check? Dude?
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't
What?
I haven't charged the Raycons because they say it's 24 hours.
Gotcha.
But there's
Oh
no,
no,
way I've
they
been
last
over
way
it.
longer than that because Jay's the worst. He doesn't charge his shit either
Yeah.
for the virtuals and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm just saying Raycons are badass, man. I mean, I love that company, and it's the same. I've got the same pair, and you know me, Laura. I break everything. I've got the same pair that I started with almost 2 years ago, and they're still
crazy.
working,
Still charging.
That
almost
says a
every day,
lot.
and it's been 3 months since I charged. them.
Tesla needs to pick up on that fucking
I
technology.
know, right? That's what I'm saying.
Because honestly, one of the things that like I don't like about the Tesla is I see people having to leave their Teslas in a Walmart parking lot with the charger in it, and just
Yeah,
like
that sucks.
they have to leave their car for hours.
Yeah.
Just like what's
Well,
up with
I
that?
think they
that's-
actually call.
unless you install the charger in your house,
which is thousands of dollars from extra.
Yeah, well, I think
I
that
mean-
I think the people call it like I think they call it electric vehicle anxiety is what they call it because people when they're driving they're so anxious. Because like I just saw a thing the other day
Whoa,
that
wait,
so
what? Why are they anxious?
Because it's not like gas stations.
Because they're like,
not
oh
enough
shit,
charging
I've got to get
stations.
50 miles from here to get to a charging station. And I've only got 47 miles left on this charge. So you have to plan more. I know
It
that.
probably happened when cars first came out with gas stations, right? I'm sure like people were
Yeah.
riding horses and like, oh my God, my horse is going to run out. You know what I'm saying? Like
My
it
horse.
just
the horse
yeah.
didn't run out.
You know what I
just
mean?
the
No, I'm
cars.
saying the car.
Damn horse.
You know what I mean though? Like
Yeah.
that same anxiety had to exist back then too.
yeah, I'm sure. You know, I'm
Probably.
sure it did. You know, but it's. I think that'll be.
If I'm gonna buy the car, I'm gonna be able to charge it at my house.
Same.
I think there's two different things.
That
though.
way
I
you
think that
don't have to
number one, batteries are getting better because now they've got the super or
They
the quick.
last longer.
Well, and they have the fast charge. You know,
Cells,
gas.
yeah.
The thing that's great about Tesla is the fact that if you can find a charging station, it's free.
Yeah.
And now they have the super fast chargers. Within 15 minutes, you can go from 0 to 100%.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
So then you just
Used
go
to take
to
8
that
hours.
store. Like if Meyer had one, all right, I'm going to Meyer, plug it in,
Yeah,
go
go food
shopping,
shopping, yeah.
come back, your
Yeah,
car's
15
charged.
minutes. And like I said, once you
I don't know if Meyer has
buy a Tesla, you never have to pay for it again. It's free forever. So that's huge, you know. So I mean, I think it's just like Jay said, it's growing pains. We still have probably from a percentage standpoint, there's probably less than 1.5% of the cars on the thing are EV. And once that turns to 20, 30, 40%, I mean, next door's gas station will eventually have a electric
Of course.
pump.
Well, I think pretty soon, within the next 10 years, they're all gonna.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think any. There'll probably be
but-
very few gas stations. You know.
Have you seen?
How does that work? Are they going to start charging?
No, they
Because then how do
can't.
you make money?
Well, I think that the cars are going to have to bank that. Now, I will say, I think that there are some charging stations now you have to pay. You know, I don't think
'Cause
that. I think
that's the whole
Tesla's
thing.
the only one that
The
is free.
The reality is of that. So that's what stops this stuff from advancing is if it goes away, then that's the problem is, okay, gas stations. What happens to Bill and Sally next door? If gas
Well-
stations aren't a thing anymore, they still need to make
Well,
their
to be,
money. Their
well, to be
business
honest
goes out
with
of
you,
business.
the gas stations they make hardly anything on. They have the gas stations there to
Right.
get you in to buy a soda
Right.
and all the other stuff.
Well, I guess,
No,
but
it's-
they
it's
still
really
need
true. I've
to
talked
make
to them
money
about
on
them.
charging.
Yeah, but hardly anything. They make virtually nothing on gas. I mean, that's why they
It's gas like it's like a set price, right?
yeah,
Like
well, it's not. Yeah, I mean,
It's just like buying drugs. If you buy it from the source, it's going to be cheaper than if you buy it from 10 dealers
Yeah,
down the road. It's
Definitely.
yeah,
just like
but
that.
I'm just saying that I know that gas station owners, their like lowest profit is their gas.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like they're just trying to get you in the store so you can buy other stuff. You
Who
know
cares about that? Did you see the cool shit, though?
what?
The next Model S.
Yeah,
0 to 100 in 1.1 seconds.
It's ridiculous.
What,
It's
this is an
impossible.
electric
0
car?
to 100
yeah.
in 1 second.
Okay, what car is
Oh,
that?
wait,
Because
I want-
need
I
that.
gotta I gotta
need
tell you
that
guys-
car.
You guys want to? Yeah, it's crazy.
Just know
It
that
doesn't make
everyone's
any
going to
sense.
die driving.
Yeah, no, that's. Well,
drives
now
itself.
did you
think
know
I
that they
drive-
actually have a button now on those cars that if you don't want to go fast, like you don't want to accelerate, you can go. It's called like a oh shit button or something
No,
like that.
stop.
Called a Brian
Seriously,
button.
Yeah, the
Tesla-
bar check,
It's
look.
literally you press it if you want to go like take off quick, and if you don't, it goes normal.
But
Yeah.
do they have the button that will
goes to
send
the
you to
moon.
the moon?
Not- Elon's going to have that shit on his stuff.
They
I'm
will
telling you.
one day.
Yeah. Listen, I got to tell you guys something.
Have you told that story before about the button in the car?
The button in the car? Yeah, my mom, she used to have a van. We used to have a van.
Yeah,
a
minivan,
little
minivan.
minivan.
Yeah, minivan.
And it was a little red thing. And we would take it around everywhere. Just, I mean,
yeah,
it's a
it was our
family.
car.
It's a family van. We're driving around.
Yeah.
And what, the hazard? The hazard? Was it the
I
hazard?
don't
No,
even
it
know.
wasn't even a real button.
Yeah, it was a fake
like
button.
a fake thing because it was some feature we didn't have, so it just looked like a
It
button.
was just like in the middle center console. And I would just always try to hit it. I don't know why. I would always try to hit it. And Jade, and then you were like, don't touch it. That sends us to the moon. So I'd be like, what? We're going to go to the moon. I'll be trying to hit it. And Jade, she would be crying. No, I don't want to go to the moon. No. She'd be hitting me. I'm like, come on, get to the moon. And my mom, she'd be blocking me. I never got to hit the button.
Never went to the moon?
Never went to the
No,
moon.
but my kids both believed that
Yeah,
there was
they
a
did
button
believe
in
it,
my
yeah.
car that would send us to the moon.
You guys want to hear something crazy?
Yeah,
This is fucking nuts, man.
good.
You know Guy Fieri?
Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Get Ferrari?
Ferrari?
The food guy.
Guy
yeah.
Ferrari, yeah.
Fungili?
I'm going to ask you
Fettuccine,
guys.
Guy
Yeah.
Fettuccine.
He just signed a 3-year deal with the Food Network.
Yeah.
I want you to guess. If you know, don't say it.
I don't know, but
okay,
I'm
take
ready
a
to
guess what the 3-year contract was.
625 million.
Oh,
Oh my
damn.
gosh! Wow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 5 mil.
I was gonna say
5
50.
mil?
I was gonna say 55 mil.
I think current
$80 million.
Damn.
Oh,
They
wow.
paid him $80
Wow.
million dollars.
Can I tell you
He. Let me just finish by saying that he would be the 15th highest player in the NFL
Wow.
per year. It's $26 million per year.
You want me to tell you something
Damn.
truthful?
Yes.
He got ripped off.
Good for him.
You think he got ripped off?
I genuinely think most of the fucking views are from him.
Well, I think you're right about that. But
'Cause how
being a
many-
guy that did television, I don't understand where the economics are.
How many
in that.
shows does he have? I can think
Well,
of
so
two.
he has Triple D, Triple G, and then he's involved in a bunch of other things. But Triple D and Triple G. The
So he's
fact
got
is,
two main
I mean,
ones.
listen. The Pawn Star guys were making like $75,000 an episode. So let's say they even do 30 episodes a year. They were making 2-point-something million a year. He's making $26 million a year
Well, what are
on the Food Network.
What are the ratings?
They aren't that high. I mean, don't get me wrong. Triple D, which is diners, drive-ins, and
Yeah.
drive, and then guys go grocery game is Triple G. They're good.
Yeah.
But they're not like Discovery Channel good.
They're gonna make a new.
This is
they're
the
gonna
thing.
have a new,
Okay.
TV show.
There's a reason they're doing
will.
that. They are clearly generating money off of him if they're offering
Well,
him
it can't
that money.
be from his television shows alone because they aren't making that kind of money on the television.
Well,
I mean,
they
when,
are somehow,
like Discovery Channel's
because they
budgets,
ain't giving free money
Discovery
away.
Channel's budgets for the entire show is like $400,000 to $500,000 an hour. $400,000 to $500,000 for the entire show. That's paying the producers.
I
That's
wonder,
paying
though,
everything. Their talent,
if you
everything.
looked at the whole contract, what that included, like what else he has.
I
to
don't
do,
know, but I
or,
would
you
have
know what
thought.
mean,
I
for it.
literally would.
But like
thought,
I said, good for him.
no,
I
it's
mean,
great. I like the dude, and
shit.
I think his shows are really dope. I mean,
he's crushing it.
Yeah.
and that's he just sealed his life there. Like he should be good.
80
for,
million.
Yeah.
He better move,
Good
he
forever
better move
on
to
that one.
Texas.
Jeez, yeah,
Probably
right.
already is. Right?
Yeah, he probably yeah, he
Should.
should. Yeah, exactly. No, 80 million though for
That's
a food
insane.
guy. For a food guy.
Yeah. That's
Because I think
awesome.
they said that when Emeril Lagasse, now granted that was like 15 years ago, he was making like $2 million a year on his deal.
Yeah, and he
then
was
it
the
was
big
like
deal
he
back
was the
then.
big
What about
deal.
Mario? Mwah, Mario Batang.
No, his restaurants are probably crushing, but he didn't make. I didn't think he's on TV anymore.
That's
I think
a
he stopped.
fucking shame. He had a great cooking show.
Yeah,
I remember
it was one of
just
those
watching
crocs.
it as a kid. Just
Yeah.
being like
See that
chilling with
I'm
Mario.
not gonna lie. That's what I hated about him. Like honestly, I couldn't
Crocs.
stand those freaking Crocs. No.
I never noticed.
I don't care about your damn
No.
meatballs. I
That's
look
all.
at your Crocs.
They were these nasty, ugly ass blue Crocs.
Yeah, they
like,
were
yeah,
blue,
I
yeah.
know they were because that's all I see. Like, and I couldn't even stand his show because I couldn't stand the.
You know what's
shoes.
hilarious? It must be. I don't want to say a woman thing. It's a mom thing. Because anytime we watch basketball, we're all on the game. It's like tight game. We're like,
Oh no!
oh,
all
oh.
I see are the shoes.
Yeah, and she's just like, what are those ugly yellow shoes?
Those don't even match. Like, what
Yeah.
is he thinking? Like,
lime green.
Can you do me a favor,
Yeah.
Jay? Can
It's
you
so
punch
true.
up? I want
I
to
do.
just
You
find
get
out.
so mad at me.
Every time we watch the game.
All I
Pink
look at
shoes.
is the
What is he
shoes.
doing?
Can you punch up how much does Elton Brown make?
Elton Brown.
Elton Brown was
Yeah.
like the face of
I like
the
him.
Food Network.
Oh,
Yeah.
glasses, gay
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
and so I'm like, how much does he make if Guy
He's actually
Fieri
not
is
gay.
making
He's
80
married.
million?
No, he's gay. He's in the
So
closet.
that show it
He's
showed
closeted.
he messed it
Trust me.
That's judging.
right over.
I have a
his-
pretty good game meter.
so at 2008 he made 970
It's a
and
gayometer.
course,
A gayometer.
so he's not making
fucking-
anywhere near Guy Fieri though, huh?
No.
That's crazy. Wow.
It's like
Can we get-
that's like Alex
Can we
Rodriguez
get some
money.
images of him, please?
Who, Elton?
Yeah. I just want to.
You can just go to images.
I just want to prove that.
Listen,
That he's
I
in the closet.
100% no, not Elton John.
I didn't put it. That was
Why does Elton John?
Elton John.
pop
He's just
up?
the second guy.
Yeah.
No, you can
because
see him.
you're
He's
saying
right there.
Elton.
He's
the
right
second
there.
He's right
guy
there.
right
Yeah, you
there.
got him.
Or the third.
You
yeah.
already had him.
yeah, right here, right?
Any of them.
Yeah, the
The
black
black guy.
playing
It's the fucking black guy. The black guy in the Wizards jersey.
That's
Yep,
him.
that's him.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Gay as
What we
hell.
got? We got super chat.
Tiffany said, also see you guys July 2nd and 3rd for my birthday.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Second and third for her birthday. So
July 2nd and 3rd for
Yep.
her birthday.
Yep. There you go. Second and third.
Happy
Right before the
birthday.
1st.
Happy birthday.
Right after the first.
Right after the first. Second, third. Yeah.
Before the
Civil
4th.
man's back off.
Simple Man says, hey, hope everyone's doing well. The
Doing
new
great.
Reptarian vehicle looks awesome.
Oh,
Hell
thank you
yeah.
so much, dude. Thank you. I appreciate all your support as always, man. And yeah, that was dope. What do you guys think? Did you see it?
I did see it. It's really good. I like it. It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
probably one of the best company vans ever made.
Ever,
I
ever.
Straight up, I've ever seen.
made.
Yeah.
No, like
in the history.
I will say that the
For
people
real.
say, and I don't disagree with them. The people said when I left, they said, "Be careful because people are gonna like be staring at your van and maybe crash into you." So they said, "Just be really careful."
They did say that.
They
They did say
said,
that.
yeah,
Do you?
yeah.
no, it's true because wherever your eyes are, you go
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
road.
yeah.
Your
Oh my
brain
gosh.
is powerful.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
why I
chick
try
said
not
it-
to look on the side of the road because I always feel like I'm.
Well, you do.
The chick said that the salt one was terrifying. She's like, that salt, that albino
she
alligator
was
is
not
terrifying.
I guess everybody has ideas.
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
Ideas.
Yeah, they
But
all
it's,
have
it's going to be
phobias.
cool. But that is going to be I mean, it's going to be again, I vision this like I love the way Jay thought with this like pop-up Reptarium thing, you know. I think that if we pull up to whatever, you know, maybe a concert or even like, you know, we do
Park.
stuff with 93.1, the radio station.
Poinchki Day.
If we do
Pull up at the best bakery down in Hamtramck.
yeah, whatever.
Punchki's.
Yeah, Punchki Day wherever we pull up and just have an animal or two, I think it's going to be freaking huge, man. People are going to be like, "Holy shit," you know.
Where's this
but
place?
The Reptarium's awesome.
speaking of which, did you know that Luke What's his name?
Skywalker?
Luke Bryant?
Combs.
No,
Bryant?
yeah, he's playing like 2
P.
hours
Diddy?
away. Those people that I did the tour with today,
Are they going to the concert?
they're going to the concert, yeah. So,
Damn.
but it's like 2 hours away,
Yeah,
and they
I
said they
know.
were bummed because they booked the tickets to come here. Well, I think they were happy they came here, but they came here and they wanted to go to the Luke Bryant show, and then like a couple weeks later, he booked like 2 hours away from them, or an hour and a half away, and they were like, but they had already bought the tickets and everything to come out here.
So
to
they're
see
going
him.
there
Oh.
tonight?
I don't know when they're going.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know when it is.
I'm bummed too because Andrew Schultz is coming to Detroit.
No
He's
way.
going to the Fillmore in September, but I'm gonna be traveling across the country, so I can't even see him.
Where are you going?
I'm traveling across the country. I'm flying down to California,
Yeah, he's traveling with Dom.
flying
Tom?
over to California because he's getting out of service,
Okay.
and he wants to drive his stuff back, and
Nice.
he's just trying to find a
Cross
Are you
partner.
going to
Country
try to
trip.
stop, like maybe do some comedy shows across the way?
I would love to, if
That'd be
possible.
cool.
If potentially, if I go to San Diego, that's where Tim is,
Yeah.
and Tim said that if I'm there, he can get me into the comedy club that he goes to
Okay.
every day,
Oh,
Nice.
and so that would be sick. But even if I'm not even in San Diego, I mean, I know what's his name. I know, of course, what's his name.
Ari?
Ari?
You don't really know him then if
Oh,
you
no.
don't know his fucking name. No, Ari, yeah.
Who might be here in a couple days?
Yeah, this
Actually,
weekend.
ironically enough, yeah.
And he said that he could take me into some clubs too. So
Yeah, that'd be
at
awesome.
least just bare minimum, just like
Yeah.
sit there and chill and just like observe because
Definitely.
I don't even mind if I don't have to do anything. Like I'm
Just be cool to be in that spot.
yeah, I just like
Yeah.
observing.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. No, it'd be dope. Well, that's good. You'll have a great time.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be traveling just same thing like we did.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We went southern. We're gonna go. I'm trying to convince Dom to go northern.
Did you know that there's a bunch of Yellowstone that's still closed?
No way,
For
really?
snow?
Yeah, for snow. I had the people that were here for a tour from Oregon.
Oh,
when
okay, yeah.
they drove from Oregon to come here.
Yeah.
And they stopped at Yellowstone. They said almost all of it was closed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, how does it close? It's
For
freaking
7 months of the year.
yeah. Like, how is
Well,
you know?
I mean, depending on the elevation, I'm telling you what, I was surprised when my mom lived up in
It's true.
Marquette how long they stayed cold. Like, if you go up there now, it's probably still cold compared
Yeah.
to here. Like,
Well, compared to
it's-
here, but I just can't.
Yeah.
I just didn't know Yellowstone closed.
That is true.
At all. You
I
know
did.
what I, mean?
I went to UP
Well, what do you
a couple
mean?
days ago.
You
or a
went to
couple weeks.
visit Yellowstone and
Snowed.
it was closed.
Well, no,
Like-
that's what I'm saying. Prior to us going, it being closed, I didn't know Yellowstone closed. And then to think that it's closed, like you said, for 7 months, how is that possible?
Well, it makes sense from a danger standpoint and from a liability, whatever.
it's
like
a freaking
that.
national park,
Right.
man.
Well, I'm sure you know what happened. At some point, some fucking dumbass sued somebody for dying or getting hurt or getting trapped, and then
Ruined it for everybody.
Yeah. That's
Speaking of
what
which,
happened.
she said she went to Mount Rushmore packed.
Oh, we lucked out.
Packed. When we went, there was like 5 people.
Empty.
Yeah, 5 people
was
in the whole
ridiculous.
place.
Well, it's
So,
just like anything.
was more people
time
on
of
the
the year,
Mount
right? I
Rushmore.
was just talking to Jade about that, about
Time of the
when
life.
we went to Italy in
Yeah, it was perfect.
January.
It was
Like
perfect,
we
yeah.
got so lucky because
Yeah.
the weather was so mild and it was so nice because it was
No one
so
was
not
there, yeah.
crowded.
Yeah.
And as much as some places I would love to see in summer, I would not enjoy it if
Yeah,
it
not
was
if
like
it's
packed.
packed,
Yeah.
Even
you
the
know?
Coliseum wasn't that bad.
No,
It's
nothing.
you know,
Nothing was terrible
yeah.
at all.
Venice, we had the whole damn island to ourselves almost.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally walked around at night in Venice, and we went.
Nobody.
There
We
was
were, like,
there was
the
not one
only people,
person
yeah.
like for.
And he was saying that to us, like if you the little
Yeah,
what did they
square,
call it?
yeah,
The
the
square,
yeah.
yeah. He's like you couldn't even walk through this; it would be just packed like this
Yeah.
with people in the summer, and we were one of 10 people.
Yeah, there was like 10
That's so
people in the
cool.
entire square. Yeah.
So while yes, it wasn't like summer and hot, but it was still awesome to experience that.
yeah,
that
I
way.
agree. I would rather have done that for sure.
Yeah.
Although I do want to go back to Venice when it's a little warmer.
Yeah, when it was cold. Yeah, but I agree with you. I would like to go back. We'll go back.
I'd love to.
Boss Ham says America is huge compared to Europe. They use trains. And that was talking about traveling in Europe. And
Let
that's
me
the thing.
tell you,
Our states
I
are like their
love
countries, you know?
The train. I wish we had the
Well,
train.
they're
transit.
talking about
What is
doing
he
it.
talking about though? Like literally, they trains everywhere over there.
Well, no, that's what he's saying. He said that like in Europe they use trains. That's what he was saying.
I think we should because I'm telling
they're
you.
talking. They
Hyperloop, right?
want to do it. They want to
Yeah.
do it here.
Those
That would go from
fast
New York all the
trains.
way to L.A. and
Hell yeah.
and from from Chicago all the way down to Miami.
Those
That's
were
what they want to
awesome.
do. Those high speed trains. But whether or not it happens, I mean, it's going to cost billions
That's
of
the
dollars.
problem.
Well,
Infrastructure, yeah.
the infrastructure is so bad because we just are antiquated as a country. It's silly.
I mean, what does it even matter? We're trillions of dollars in debt. What's a few
Exactly.
billion to
Just
a
put
trillion?
it, add it on.
Like
add
that's
it on.
literally.
Tack it, put it on my bill.
Just print some more money. What does it matter?
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
so fucked. I mean, you know that there's literally never going to be a day where we're not in debt, right?
Yes.
Oh no, that's
Of course.
impossible.
We're
well, we owe more.
always
We
gonna
owe
be in
more. As a country, we owe more money than there is money in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That is
one
a great
country.
motivator.
Yeah.
Just one country.
How that was even possible to happen, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, it's
but
like
the way the Federal Reserve
but
works.
once you burst that bubble, then there's no limits. Now it just can continue.
It's almost like if you think about if the world had $100, we owe $500.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So
It's
yeah, there
just
you go.
make-believe.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't matter.
There's only one thing that gives me hope, okay? And it's people like Elon Musk.
Obama.
I'm telling you, once Obama can
Bernie.
get out into space. No. Well, I'm telling you, literally, once we can learn how to mine asteroids and other planets, we'll be set. We'll be chilling.
Yeah, but this is
Until
the
that
thing.
happens, we're
but
fucked,
this is
though.
what's messed up.
What's
is
messed
that
up?
it's not really going to help our country.
Well, help.
It's going to help private entrepreneurs because the country. You're right. As a government, I'd be putting a lot of money into that.
Definitely.
But they aren't.
No, they're
Elon
not.
Musk
No,
is
they're not.
putting a lot into it, and other
They're actually cutting.
Yeah, private companies are going to be mining asteroids
Making
and comets
billions
and,
and
stuff
trillions
like
of
that.
dollars.
Yeah. All you have to do is, and I told Jay this
so
the other day,
smart.
China has been going and making state claims to the moon. They've been going and like
This is
saying,
ours.
hey, this portion is ours, this portion is ours, this part. And essentially it's something on the lines like if you land there, you can claim it as your own. And so they're just sending probe after
Really?
probe after
And I
probe.
said that's bullshit because it's like calling shotgun before you're at the car. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you got to wait till you see that sucker, bro.
I don't think it's bullshit though, because like there's no moon god.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's no government there.
Yeah, no.
So like
there's no one to say,
who
hey,
can say
we're
no?
there first. This is ours. Like,
Yeah, you can't say
You would just
no.
hope that when you get off the planet, you weren't going to do the same thing you did here again. You know?
Oh,
oh no,
but
are you
obviously,
kidding me?
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
human. We just
Nah.
had this conversation.
I know.
We're
That's
human.
why we're
This
going
is
to the
what
next
we
planet.
do.
That's why we'll go to the next planet,
And we're
the
gonna
next planet.
Put
So
our
dumb.
flag
We're
and
conquerors.
Yeah.
We're conquerors.
Yeah.
Dude, if there wasn't as many laws, you know damn well as I do that our neighbors would kill us to take our house.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I agree
Like
with
that's
that.
what I'm like.
Just for the hot tub.
Just for the cold tub.
Cold
Yeah,
tub.
yeah.
I mean, cold tub. I did it yesterday, by the way. Oh, so
it's-
good.
It's crazy how fast it heals your body.
It's So we have a cold tub in our backyard,
Immediately.
and it is ridiculous. Yeah.
It's like I only do the sauna because I don't know, it makes me sweat and whatever, and like you are like, oh, it helps you not get like brain
yeah.
illnesses. or
It's
something.
really
Alzheimer's and stuff.
healthy for you, not just the brain,
Yeah.
but for everything. Yeah.
But I don't get any immediate satisfaction. It's just pure torture in the
Yeah.
sauna, right? Just pure
That's
torture.
how I feel.
See,
That's
I'm
how
the
I feel.
opposite. I'm the
The
opposite.
cold tub, it's torture.
Yeah.
But when you get out, immediate results.
It is funny because I've been having a
Immediate.
problem with my thumb. I told you, like musculature, and it still hurts a little today, but it was killing me yesterday. And I put it in the cold tub, and literally, I'd say 70% better.
Dad, listen, I agree with you because my knee was like worst pain I've had in like a year. I did 3 cold tubs yesterday, just spread out throughout the day. My knee feels real good today.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, it's great therapy for sure. But
I don't understand the science behind
yeah.
it. We're just talking about moon
Compression.
and shit.
Yeah, the moon and stuff like that. But yeah.
Nothing's important.
So that you were talking about the neighbors killing us, and I said pure their cold tub.
Yeah. That sounds
What
right.
do we got? What's
Simple Man came back. He says, if you make cutoff shirts with just the Reptile Army logo, I'd buy the hell out of them. How's the plans for 4.0 going?
Well, number one, you can
Cut up.
just buy
And
the
cut it yourself,
reptile.
buddy?
Yeah, exactly. You buy as many as you want.
That-
Cut that shit to whatever size you
I
want.
do. Yeah, I do have to.
Crop top.
Exactly. Yeah, you can cut it any way you want.
That's right. I gotta ask. Is Simple Man cutting the arms off, or is he cutting the waist off?
Honestly, both.
Is he doing the belly thing?
He's
man?
doing the both. He's doing the long side.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
short.
you can do that
nice.
these days.
He's
Yeah,
making
those
it
days.
into a string.
I like it. Simple Man, you're a maniac.
Crushing it.
You're a maniac, Simple Man. I love you, man. I love you.
You know what I saw yesterday? And I'm not bashing this person if they happen to be listening, but it was really, really, really impressive. You
What's
know what
that?
I saw?
What?
Oh.
It was this woman, right? With, I swear to God, hand on the Bible that I don't necessarily fully believe in, that she had longer armpit hair than me.
Oh,
Wow.
Big black bushes under
and
that
what did that
bitch.
do for you?
it made me go whoa, and then I was just looking around and like nobody was just like paying attention. I was just like,
You were trying to share the moment with somebody.
yeah, I was just like trying to get some eye contact and just be like, look at that girl, like whoa, but like nobody. I was just like, wow, the world is just fucking changed. Like, dude, anybody that complains about like, yeah, we still have problems, but we got women out here rocking full-blown underarm bush, and like nobody's bullying her, nobody's doing anything. Like, dude,
It's pretty good. Yeah,
I saw a gay goblin the other day wearing one of these crop tops and booty shorts. I mean, dude, like, I'm telling you, the world. Yeah, there's a lot of problems, but dude, for the most part, you can be yourself.
Yeah, you could be
days.
you. Like
Tolerance
there's
is
no,
better.
yeah, there's no.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. We should be tolerant.
I
Tolerant
do think
of
we
the arm
should.
bush.
I am tolerant.
Yeah,
I
are you?
didn't do
Good.
anything. All I'm saying is that I saw it. It's new, not for the French, but it's new for America.
It
Okay,
is
so
new.
let me just tell you, it's not new. I have an aunt.
I know
Yeah.
her,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she's what?
Who
She's
has had
Canadian.
it. No.
No,
Yeah,
she's
she
not. She lives
is.
in Marquette, or
No,
she lived in
my
Marquette. Now
aunt-
she
yeah.
lives in somewhere else.
Oh
but-
wow,
My
she's
Aunt
fucking.
Marlene has been she's
She
a
lives-
Oh yeah,
total
not
U.S.
that, not that aunt, the other aunt.
Yes.
I honestly, well, I know exactly the aunt we're talking
Yes.
about. I just thought she lived in like
No.
Quebec.
So she
Oh.
she moved from here to the UP, and now she's somewhere in the Carolinas. But she is always, my whole life, she's been very natural, very whatever, and it's always been very shocking when you see it. Like, oh, okay,
got that
then. Like,
bush.
always has. She's always
All
just
right.
been that. Like,
Yeah, you just go,
60s.
all right.
Like she grew up in the 60s and 70s, where
She's
and
very
she's
hippie.
never, she's
remember-
never not been very natural.
It's so funny. I have a great story about her. Like one of the Christmas parties, I was just like, we were just talking, blah blah blah. I was talking to Anthony. He smokes a lot of weed. We were just like talking about something. He was like, tattoos, this, that. I'm like, yeah, blah blah blah. We got into talking about dry mouth. I was like, yeah, I just drink a lot of water. Like my mouth's dry. And Aunt Marlene, she was just like, back when I was growing up, we called that cottonmouth. I was like, yeah. I was like, we still call it cottonmouth, but like,
Not a family get together, so we don't.
it's just
Oh, she's got to be smoking the reefer.
Oh
no,
yeah, she's
anyone
very
with that
yes,
long
ex-
armpit hair.
She's
smoking,
got
She's
smoking
all natural. Yes.
smoking reefer.
it's awesome, man. Speaking of which, the dispensary, Jay went to it the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, the new one down the
The new
street.
one,
Yeah, it's not open on the inside yet, but you
Okay.
can
Park.
You can park and they'll do the
So
order right in your
that's
car.
how it does. Okay.
But there's hardly anyone there. It's
I
so
know,
weird.
it's weird.
It's really slow. I mean,
right.
it's wild.
Were you happy with your purchase?
Yeah, it was actually not
Okay.
super expensive either, so
Good.
it was good.
So is it cheaper than Live?
Yeah, Liv's. I knew Liv was going to be expensive because it's over in a yuppie college
Yeah.
town.
So
You
it's
know,
Okay.
cheaper. Okay.
Ferndale.
Good to
That's
know.
the place with the goblin.
the Goblin.
Yeah.
The Goblin
Yeah.
was in
You saw
Ferndale.
the Goblin.
Oh,
yeah.
hell
Dude,
yeah! There's
Oh,
lots
they call it fashionable
yes,
Ferndale. Yeah.
Bro,
yes. There's
Ferndale.
lots of goblins there.
I'm starting to love Ferndale because like
I do love it there.
I have a mustache and like I'm
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you fit in, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you fit in.
Oh, you're
You're like, who's
yeah.
is that? My uncle?
like, yeah, I'm trying to figure my shit out. Like I'm not really caring too much right now about my appearance.
and that's where it doesn't matter.
And yeah, in Ferndale, dude.
It's all good.
Oh my god. People
Wear clear
don't-
garbage bags is close.
People
They don't
don't
care.
even look at me. People
Yeah.
don't even look at me, and I love it.
That's what I miss about New York is that like people, no matter what you did,
Yeah.
somebody's doing something weirder for sure. So they never.
Definitely.
Yeah.
never
Dude,
look
at,
at you.
at an open mic last
Yeah.
night, God, I go to honestly like there's nothing wrong with what I'm about to say. I go to some ghetto ass places,
Yeah.
right, for this thing. I mean, places where there's like 5-6 crackheads outside the spot.
Sure.
And it's scary sometimes, right?
Sure.
Because these guys, they're not speaking the language.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're
It's
just-
not the same.
And I had to fucking park. I had to park like in a on a street.
Right.
And it was like a few second walk. All right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't nothing crazy. There was like 6 crackheads.
Yeah, yeah.
And
The
dude,
army of crackheads.
I felt like the Walking Dead. like I was just
You got a
like
cigarette?
yeah, I was just like tiptoeing, like don't get their attention, don't get their attention. And I made it to my car. I was just like, thank God, because I all right. So last time I was there, I know this is a crazy story. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it happened. So last time I was there, I got stopped by a couple crackies, right? A couple crack. Hey, yo, brother, you got fucking change? I'm like, yeah, I got some change, blah, blah, blah. I ended up giving out like $15.
Oh,
to like,
Oh my god.
Noah, you gotta run, boy.
I was just like, I literally, I was just like, take it. Like,
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I was just like, leave me alone.
Swarmed you, bro.
These people haven't eaten in a week. They're gonna eat me.
Well, it's just like,
That's awesome.
I don't know. It was snowing. It was snow. It was a weird day. We had snow. I knew these guys, and they were naked basically.
Yeah.
Just they had a couple bandanas.
Here's a
on.
couple.
Take a couple bucks,
Couple
man. Go get some
bandanas.
fucking rock, man.
Yeah, because they're going to be less cold as soon as they smoke a little rock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Go take care of yourself.
Yeah. It's always warmer after you're freaking stoned up.
After you crack rock.
Probably. I've never done it, but I would
I
imagine.
never have either, but I'd like to try one day.
You know the
Jesus Christ.
you know the mayor of Washington D.C. used to smoke crack.
No, that was Toronto.
No,
Oh,
DC
also
as
DC's
well.
mayor, yeah.
DC as
DC too?
well.
Yep, back in the
Used
day,
to
yeah.
smoke
Oh
crack.
my gosh. Yeah,
But
that's
Toronto's,
crazy.
yeah, Toronto's was a shit show.
Well, Toronto's mayor, ex-mayor, was like the one that was like notorious around the world because he
For
was
what?
like a crackhead.
Crack.
Dude,
Yeah, he
his
was-
interviews are my favorite thing I've
there was
ever
some
seen.
gotta watch
crazy
that
stuff.
shit.
Oh, you gotta look that shit
No,
up,
you'll
man.
Do
die.
you have anything that you remember he used to
Dude,
say?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I
No,
remember
he
it was
was
something about
ridiculous.
like him and his wife. Like that's not like it was like he would totally off rail the conversation with
it
some
was crazy.
other crazy
You know what was
shit.
crazy? We had the mayor of Detroit for 50 years or something like that. What was his name? Before Kwame.
Young, Mayor Young.
Yeah, Mayor Coleman Young. He was for like
My
50
uncle
like,
was one of his bodyguards.
yeah, like for 40, 50 years. He ended up like, they at the end, like this is pre-internet. So like he would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
in jail
Oh, yeah.
today,
Yeah.
but because
like
this was
mafia
yeah,
fucking
but I
status
remember
with the
like
shit he
literally this
pulled.
is like back in the 70s when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And in the 70s, you couldn't even say poop on TV.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And on his everything was live too, with no delay. There was no such thing as a delay on TV, and he dropped the F-bomb and everything.
Yeah.
He'd be dropping the
That's huge,
mayor
yeah.
of Detroit in the
Oh, yeah.
70s
He was
dropping the F-bomb.
untouchable for a very long time. Like,
but
yeah.
if you ever look up Cougarans, you'll
Oh, yeah,
hear all about Mayor Young because he was embezzling money from the city and buying gold Cougarans.
Oh, my
and so he's worth millions and millions and millions of dollars that he embezzled from the city. In the meantime, the city's under his watch, the city went from relatively decent in the 50s
Oh, yeah.
to becoming the worst city in the country.
Yeah.
And then of course now it's been
It's all them damn cougar
It's
ants.
crazy
Yeah.
how many mayors do that.
Yeah.
They
Oh my
fuck
gosh!
their
Well,
own
yeah. I
city.
mean, Kwame Kilpatrick came in. He went to jail. He got pardoned
He's
by.
got pardoned
he just
by-
got pardoned. Yeah.
My good old boy Trumper.
Yeah, I'd love to know
I
what
love that
that's
guy.
all about.
Like where
though.
their
Such a
relationship
good
is,
guy.
right?
Yeah, like I'd love to know how those two, like,
It's easy. They're both are scumbags.
Yeah, so it kind of works its way out.
But back to what you're saying, the F word on the live radio.
Yeah.
It's crazy that the mayor could get away with that.
Yeah.
It really shows you how much power he had because people like Lenny Bruce,
yeah,
man, they wouldn't even necessarily be swearing. They
Yeah.
would just be kind of speaking their mind
Yeah.
on stage and like comedy stuff, right?
Yeah.
And every show almost he would be getting arrested.
really.
Up until his death he would
Wow.
literally get I don't know how many times he got booked, but tens of times, probably close to 100 times.
Wow.
He would get
Isn't
arrested.
that crazy?
In the 70s, Dad.
That's
in
wild.
the 70s.
That's
You were
crazy. Yeah.
born then. Like what I'm saying is like
And you figure then in the 80s you had Richard Pryor and George
Alive.
Carlin.
well,
you
Pryor
know?
was with them. Like
Really?
they were the same. Carlin got arrested one time with Lenny Bruce. Like
Wow.
he was backing up. He was a little drunk. He said this was in his memoir. He was a little drunk or whatever, and he said something to the cops, and they arrested each other. But
They arrested each other. The cops did.
That was awesome.
cops
What did he say to
The
him?
cops arrested Lenny and
Okay,
and
got it.
Carlin. You knew what I was saying.
No, I
you
didn't really.
asshole.
I really didn't
I
know.
did,
I was
but it was
confused.
funny.
I was confused.
So it's just crazy. That was what? Well, I guess it's a little bit longer now.
yeah,
It-
it's
it
40
feels
years,
like
yeah,
30,
40,
but 50 years.
Yeah, 50 years. Yeah.
In half a century ago, people used to get arrested for saying
Or just saying
vulgarity.
What they, yeah, vulgarity. Yeah, yeah, public vulgarity.
It's
So
weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you watch old Richard Pryor stand-up sets,
Yeah,
right?
he was crazy.
I watched this one where it was a very small room and he was just sitting on a stool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he did 30 minutes of impressions, right? A full 30-minute story of just impressions. But prior to that, right before then, he just like went on stage and said fuck or something.
Right.
Somebody rushed the stage and was like pointing at it, and I'm like, you can't say that here.
Oh my gosh.
You can't say that here. I'm just like, I can't even imagine that world.
Yeah.
I say fuck 130 times a day.
Yeah, straight up.
least.
At
At
least.
Just on the podcast
Yeah,
alone.
yeah, you know like how they have the step counter? They really need to get a fuck counter on my phone, dude, because
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
hysterical.
Well, we did the swear jar once, and
That-
these guys got
$4,000 in
We
debt.
lost all the super chat money.
Yeah, 4.0 is delayed now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Someone asked about 4.0.
Oh, that is
we're
right.
just 4.0. That was Simple Man, right?
Yes, I think so.
So yeah, we're just still waiting on drawings. I mean, I actually texted the architect today earlier.
What do you
I'm
have
going
to
check
say?
right now. I'm going to check and see if he responded.
What do you think he
Nope,
said?
didn't respond.
Didn't say.
What do you think he feels right now?
What do you think
what do
he
you think
feels?
he's
He's
feeling?
like, that sucker gave me all that money.
Yeah, all that
to
money to draw.
And I'm not
drawing
gonna
a piece
do
of
it.
paper.
Yeah.
He thinks he's getting
Stupid
something?
artist. They
He
don't
thinks
know.
He's getting something for this.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Dumb lizard man.
Why don't you go clean some more snake shit?
Yeah,
Lizard
buddy.
boy.
He had me by the ball. No, he'll come around. He'll come around.
Yeah, Mom.
These things take time.
He had him by Dad's balls.
Who?
This man.
This man
This man had Dad's balls.
This drawer type.
is checking my tick, my
Did you
tick
find
count,
any stick?
my tick and dick count.
Jay says, "Hi, I was wondering if Brian can make a video on how they keep up with every snake and leopard gecko. How does he know if they are brother and sister or mother and father? If so, he can't breed them together. If that makes sense."
Yeah, I mean, we keep very good records on everything that we have, so that we know what the lineage is for what we're breeding. You know, what
Yeah,
I mean,
and
basically, and we've been doing this for a long time, so we don't make the mistake of going like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
We
This
make
is-
sure that we only breed mothers to sons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
fathers
dads
to
to
Only
sisters.
inbreed.
Yeah.
We only inbreed.
only
No,
inbreed.
we're very
Trying
good
to
about
find,
that.
You know how far you can take it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
How many eyes
Well,
can we get on
Before
this?
they
thing?
literally
Exactly.
they lay an egg and it just implodes.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're
Little
going
black
for.
hole.
Like,
flower.
Be
Like a
careful
blooming
because someone's going
flower.
to take that clip of
And be
Lori
like,
saying
"See?
that, see, Lori, this
They're
shit, I was-"
inbreeders.
and I'll say, "Yep, that's right."
Yeah, they're,
Yeah.
they're still saying how
I'm just-
you're killing all our leopard geckos
Yep.
10, 12
Well,
years later.
How do you,
You
think
should
we
stop.
They shouldn't have looked
getting
at me like that.
How do you think we get all these two-headed animals?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
come on, guys.
Yeah.
Don't be
Come on.
stupid.
No,
Don't be
but we
stupid.
really do. We keep
Science.
Yeah. We keep meticulous records on lineage, so we know what we're breeding.
So we know how to inbreed correctly.
yeah, exactly.
Tiffany
Jerica-
says, Jarek and I need a good dinner spot for our birthday trip.
Tivoli's.
So are they going together?
Tivoli's.
I don't know. I think so.
So we've
Jerica
got
and
there's
Tiffany,
tons
are
of
they
places
both,
around.
Are
It
they
just
both going to be here on
depends
the second,
yeah,
or
they are.
on
Yeah, they
what
are.
you guys
so
like.
Powderhead's going twice?
So
Coming
tell
twice?
us what kind of food you like, and we'll tell
Yeah,
you where
we
to go.
got tons of stuff. We'll take care of you.
Well, just give
There's
them
a Taco Bell right down the road. There's Burger King.
Listen,
yeah, Tivoli's is
listen.
always it's
Just
Tivoli's.
listen. Just listen.
No, look.
Oh, she's coming. Jerica says, oh, she's coming. Baby is one now, still nursing.
Leave her ass at home. Leave her at
Jerica,
home.
please, Jerica, please.
We're putting this on the vlog.
Listen, Jerica, I'm not coming to the fucking thing to see you. If your sister's there, I'm not coming.
Jerica, please.
I'm not coming.
Please. I
VIP,
will-
Noah.
No, man, you can't have those tits. And
Mammary Mondays. Come on, man.
Come on, Jerica. It's it, man.
She's got to strap 'em
Mammoth
up.
mammaries, you know?
She can't have both of them out.
You
She
can't be
can't-
pointing.
I'm going to ask her if she pointed with her titty.
No, he's been saying that for a year now. I think it's
Like,
real.
what's this over here? What's this one
The
cost?
story hasn't changed,
I just
dude.
It's fucking true.
His story stays more solid than Bob Lazar,
She
bro.
just, like,
Straight up.
She just has
Listen.
both of them out, and she's just like,
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I
Fucking-
was there because I
Keep
was
'em away.
circling and like I did witness, and Noah was just like,
fucking, I like tits, not those nasty motherfuckers.
Jeez.
You're so veiny.
Listen,
you ever
just-
seen a
you're
vein
not
on them fucking
listen,
pregnant titties?
You're
didn't
just
see
not
them.
a fan of nursing boobs. It's fine because you know what? It'll be different.
It's like
when
an octopus head. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the veins and just like fucking bubble.
What's that do?
It's just
because
like-
it's doing what it's made to be doing. That's why.
yeah, and since it's being sucked on a lot, like blood is flowing
Yeah.
to the tips of the nips, and it's just
I
like
can't wait for what the
Oh
name
my
of this
gosh.
clip is going to be on the Clips channel.
Yeah.
fuck. man.
Noah doesn't like
Poor
baby
Jared.
titties.
Damn
No,
it.
I don't.
Now it's gonna.
Don't.
Now you're gonna make it awkward for me too. You know.
Yeah, because the whole time you're going to be like seeing it
Noah-
through the shirt.
She's coming here.
Noah's not gonna be here.
I'm
And
not
all you're
coming.
seeing is
No,
all
but
Noah's stories.
Yeah.
There's no way. I'm scarred. I'm scarred.
All right.
I was sexually assaulted. Me
No,
too.
that's-
First man to
Me
me
too.
too a woman. Ha! Who's the winner now?
What is
Clistia says, hey, Brian, Lori, Noah, and Jay. Hope all is well. I'll be there on June 5th. So freaking excited. We got company, baby.
Yeah, that's right. We got all.
Nice.
I knew Clistia was
Your
coming
girl
as well.
Clistia's
So
coming.
June 5th. So is that the same week? That's not the same weekend as Potterhead. So that's
No.
They said
That's a
July.
Saturday.
July or June.
So wait, so Potterhead's
but
coming
Potterhead's
this
coming
Saturday.
this weekend.
Yeah, which is the
Oh, and
29th.
then again in July. Okay.
And then Clistia's coming in 2 weeks or
Gotcha.
something, and something like that.
It's like
whatever
a
it
very
is.
busy
That's
yeah,
next week.
weekend.
Travel time, baby. Roberta says she has to charge her Raycons once a week.
You must listen to a lot because
She probably does.
You know,
probably our whole podcast on
yeah,
there.
maybe that's true. Yeah, I do only listen to for about 20 to 25 minutes a day. So
You know what
Yeah.
Roberta's name could be like? Like the like the Catholic sayings like Roberta. Like come on, what's you went to Catholic school? You know the saying where they're like somebody.
yeah, I don't know what to say.
No,
is.
come
It's
on,
just-
you can free ball it. Come
No,
on,
I
you
don't
went
know.
for your whole life.
Yeah, like you're in
Come
the
on.
service.
Yeah, and they're saying
doing
those things.
the singing, talking.
Roberta.
I think you're thinking about the
Hosanna in the
commercial-
highest, and
Yeah,
peace
that
to
was
his people on
Hosanna.
earth.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
Hosanna
Yeah.
in the highest. But I think you're thinking of Ricola.
No.
The Ricola.
No, no.
Because I don't think they ever did a Ricola.
No.
But I do
know what
agree.
he's
Hosanna in
saying
the
with
highest is definitely it,
with
yeah.
the Catholic. Yes, they do the singing.
Somebody. They do that shit. They speak tongues and stuff.
Yeah.
He
it's
did.
Latin,
He went
baby.
to a lot with hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've been to Catholic church.
yeah.
We
The
should go
closest I
this
came
week.
is seeing the dead popes in
We'll
Italy.
go this week. You can refresh.
Do they have open
Oh, really?
caskets?
Oh,
there?
wow.
Yeah, they have like
Oh my God.
hundreds of years old dead
Noah,
popes open.
Noah,
just-
that's the
yeah.
thing. Like, you're
are
not
they
a good
preserved?
cathedral if
All right,
you
well,
don't have a
listen,
dead
hold
pope
on,
in
hold on.
your
Yeah,
cathedral.
punch up
Dead Pope.
dead
No,
popes.
this is actually an interesting thing because there's like a whole conspiracy behind the dead Pope thing, which is
that they're
pretty
not
interesting.
really
No.
dead.
on display right there. It's
Yeah.
just on display.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you go dead pope on display.
Dead poop.
Well, no.
At the
There it is.
basilicas.
Fifth.
That's what it is. The basilicas.
Yeah. So the idea is
Basilicus
that
is it.
because these guys are touched by sainthood, that supposedly they don't decay.
Well,
the
Well,
conspiracy.
some of them were blue.
But they also,
Some were blue.
Well, they also
that
just had
motherfucker's
them
decayed a little bit, bro.
in tombs, though, not on display.
Yeah, they're
and none
not
of
just
these
like, yeah.
supposedly none of these have any embalming fluid or anything in it. That's the idea.
But
is
like
that
every,
That's not true.
Every
No, but that's what it
basilica
says.
had
Well, that's
like
what it says,
a
but
dead
it's
pope.
just not true.
yeah.
I mean, there's no way a human body doesn't.
But that's like
decay,
what that's
me
what
see some
the
more.
Vatican says. Like that's the
Well,
idea.
yeah, that's. I'm sure. That's
I
want
want
to
to see that. I just want to see some more. Look at this guy.
See, that
How
looks
long
pretty
has he been
fresh.
dead? He's got red skin. He's still alive. He's still.
There
he's
was some that looked old. I mean, like they were hundreds of years old,
really and like.
but they look kind of blue.
a little blue. That's
Yeah.
all you get after a couple hundred years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like dude, there's no way because worms would eat them if they
I
were
don't
real.
think we didn't see any in glass, did we?
Yeah, we did. We
That's
saw
how they
yeah,
normally are.
in St. Michael's. They were all in glass in St. Michael's.
St. Michael's.
Yeah, in St. Michael's they were all, and then the
What
other
weird.
church that we found that was way off the beaten path, there was one also in glass.
That's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
very weird. Like that gave me the creeps there. Like,
what are we doing here?
Why is that?
Yeah, at
so
first when we
necessary?
first
Like,
saw it at it's actually St. Peter's Basilica.
Yes,
is what
yes,
it is.
St.
Yeah.
Peter's.
At
yeah.
St. Peter's. When I thought they were fake.
like wax.
I was like, oh, they're just, this is like, but and then
That's
all of
a
a sudden you read and you're like,
conspiracy, yeah.
oh my gosh, they're not, they're real. So it's weird.
Crazy stuff.
That's,
Yeah.
man, the Catholic Church just keeps getting weirder.
No joke.
It's just like, what's going on?
Well, I think
Not
that
sure.
a lot of Catholic church. I know the Catholic church that I grew up in. They had like
They had a dead pope?
they had like a bone of a saint or something like that. Like I think like relics are
ghetto.
relics are. A big,
Can't
yeah,
afford a whole
do you
dead
want
pope.
to? Do you want to
Like,
see
we
the
got
bone
this, we got
of a
this
saint?
femur. We got St. Peter's femur in the back.
Pointer finger.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the Catholic Church is big into relics, right?
They probably, yeah.
And like a tooth of a saint is a relic.
Yeah.
Woo! Rebecca Lynn says, 3 weeks today, I purchased a pied at a local pet store. They knew nothing about him. The pied still will not take any offerings of food after 3 weeks. Any advice, please? Happy flower moon, all of you.
Oh, it's today the flower moon.
Yes, baby.
Of course
Okay,
it
I know
is.
I read something about the moon.
What does that mean?
So
Full moon in
do,
May.
Full moon.
Do
Yeah.
me a favor and call BHB and we'll talk you through it.
Oh, I thought you meant me right now. I'm like, no one's up there, bruh.
Beth would love.
Yeah, don't call right now. Call tomorrow
Yeah.
between 8 and 4 Eastern Standard Time, and we'll help you because there's just we've been through this before
There's a
where it's
million
like
questions
yeah,
we have
there's
to
a million
ask to get
questions.
the
Yeah,
answers.
I mean we know you had 3 weeks, but we don't know how old it is. We don't know what you've tried. We don't know your
What's it
tank.
in,
We don't
yeah.
know humidity on. So give us a call. We're happy to help you. We'll get it going. I promise.
Trunk says, Brian, you and I had the same childhood. I too often think about how life could have been different without the abuse, but it made me who I am. I'm black and breed gamma carpets. The past can't hold us back, baby.
That's awesome, man. Well,
Love
good
that
for you.
shit,
man.
You know,
Black power.
Yeah, facts.
and you know, I mean, I agree with you 1,000%. You know, and that's what I'm working on is to try to put that stuff in the past. And,
That's right.
And listen, I don't live in the past. It's not like I dwell on my childhood or dwell on all those negatives. It's the subconscious that gets me, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's the fact that, you know, so there's always a saying that says, you know, depression lives in the past, anxiety lives in the future. I certainly live more in the future than I do the past, but that doesn't mean that I don't apply the future, what I think are going to be future situations to past results, if that makes
and
any
emotions.
sense.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm trying to work through as I've gotten better anxiety wise, little Brian has become safer.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. And that's the biggest
Total
thing
sense.
is that you know the safety when you feel unsafe as a child, the one thing you want to feel is safe. You want to feel like your mom, your dad are there to got your back, and
Yeah,
they're
they
going to
love
make
you.
sure they're going to make sure that you are safe no matter what, even if it's a fallacy, you know, because really there's a lot of times that you're not safe, you know. But as a child,
intentions
you
are there,
want to
yeah.
feel that you're safe,
Yeah.
and I felt very unsafe as a child, you know.
That's always so interesting, like because as a child you have so many questions, right? You're so new to the world. You just want to know.
Yeah.
And I remember like with hindsight, like I remember being a child asking mom questions, right? And like you just pulling something out of your ass, right? But like I like that though. That's better than like
I don't
not,
know, son. Yeah, I don't know, son.
Yeah, just like if I asked her a question, she would just like oh, I don't know. I just
Like, where's
remember
Santa? Where does Santa change his pants when he's?
sure. Let's
Where does
just go
Santa
with
go?
that.
Where does Santa go potty when he's going from house to house?
Yeah, you would just make something. Oh, well, of course she makes it in the Keebler Elf's cabin.
yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, the Keebler Elf's cabin. Like, that's the way it goes.
Well, obviously, duh.
Yeah,
and
and
then
on
I
the
just
sleigh,
move
there's
on.
actually a little porta potty.
Yeah, just something like that. Instead of like, if a bad parent would just be like, shut up. That's not real. Shut
Just
up.
go watch your TV, damn it.
Yeah, here, take an iPad.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
off.
That's today's.
Oh my God.
Today's parenting.
But what you were saying with like little Brian and stuff, a big mission of mine is like trying to revert myself to child Noah. Like,
yeah,
because that's your true self.
yeah.
In my opinion, my true self, like, I think about it all the time.
Well,
like
you were a
8-year-old
super. Yeah.
8-year-old me was like my peak.
Well,
My
I
life.
think that
Ever
you were
since
you
then,
were
it's just-
super. No, I think
I'm serious.
no, I think you're not wrong in the sense that
I know.
like as a child you were like super outgoing,
I was
super
eccentric.
loving. You were like everyone loved you as a child, like
I
you know
know.
even when you were 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you kind of went into this kind of like
Fucking
introverted state during your
Puberty.
12 to
A dark
18.
It was
phase.
puberty.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it fucked my head up heavy.
Yeah.
It really did. Like just like going through all the fucking hormones and stuff. Like I don't know the real science, but I'm telling you, I went from a kid who loved life, was very outgoing,
You were.
to having very very confused.
Dark, negative shit. Yeah.
I was negative. I was like, I would see women and I would be like, why the fuck am I thinking about women now? Like, I used to just be friends, but now, like, I feel weird with them. Like, I get awkward now around women. Like, that used to never be a thing when I was, like, 8 years old. Like, I would never get awkward around women. 12 years old, I would get awkward. Like, that was never a thing. I fucking hated puberty. I really resent it. God, why'd you have to do that to us?
Yeah, but I think it's good that you are. You know, I mean,
Well,
in the
I'm
last
trying.
couple years, in particular, you've come out of that shell a lot, and
You're
now
still
you're trying
young
to-
as shit, baby. You still got mad time to do
But
that.
it's good because
Right,
there
barely.
was a few years that they were scary, you know.
Same.
You know, so But yeah,
I just had no clue who I was.
Yeah.
I was just completely lost. I'm finding my way though.
that's good.
I think that's I don't know if this is true, but I think it's an important lesson every human needs to try to know who they really are.
Yeah.
100%.
Because pretty much if you never do that, you only are what others tell you are.
Sure.
Do this, do that, think this way. You can't do that. Do this. And then you just start to form these habits on other people's opinions rather than your own.
Yeah.
And then eventually you just start to become them.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
That's not a good way to live.
If you let that change you and dictate you,
It's easy to.
No, it can be very easy. Fortunately, it's funny. I was just not too long ago having a conversation with my mom about stuff like that, and fortunately, I don't know why, but I've always been a very kind of strong-minded, strong-willed person.
Really?
And and like, yeah, like I've been me, and I've always been like, forever. Like, I really don't give a shit. Like, whether you like me or not, this is who I am. Yeah. And I get different, people, like you said, like saying stuff or doing stuff. And instead of that more letting that mold me, I would be the opposite. Like, I don't really give a crap what you said. If anything, I'm going to prove you wrong because you know what I mean? And that's just how I am. And it is sad to me that more people aren't that way because of that, I haven't been affected by stuff like that because I've always just been very self-confident, self-secure in myself.
Free.
Whether people liked it or not, I didn't care.
Yeah. Well, most people can't be that way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I wish they could.
No,
I
do
could,
too,
but,
because to me it's sad when you're not, because everybody should be able to be them and be okay with it.
Yeah, be unapologetically yourself. You know?
And I mean, not if you're truly a criminal asshole, or you know what I mean, and in a horrible way.
All I want to do is kill all those people.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Obviously, like rapist or this or that, but like to just be yourself and not let other people dictate who you are or what you should be.
Sure.
Is huge because, like you said, that's we should all be able to be like that.
Oh my God, yeah.
I agree.
Oh my God, imagine how many people have lived their entire life. I'm talking they died already. Lived their entire life and they never even got to figure out who they were.
Right, because they're always being
Well, I think
whoever
most
everybody
people
else
are that
wanted
way.
them to be. Or
I think even with careers, most people, don't. I mean, listen, think of just name a career right now. Any career that you think of.
Botanist.
Well, that might be a different one. Let's name something more like
a lawyer, a doctor.
Yeah, like no 2-year-old wants to be a lawyer. No 3-year-old wants to be a lawyer.
It's a money plan. I mean, you're like, oh shit, I can make good money doing this.
It's like, when you may do fine in life, but you're not waking up in the morning going, I cannot wait to get to court. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are probably some very, very, very minor people that just love arguing. They love the strategy. They love whatever. But those, most lawyers probably aren't happy. Most doctors aren't happy.
True.
Quite frankly, most doctors are miserable. Because
I don't know how you could be happy as a doctor.
Well, I think the only doctors that could be happy are the ones that really want to make a difference in life.
If you loved the whole the whole
Fixing
thing with
people.
medical, everything about that.
Yeah, like
because
I wanted to be. My second thing was I wanted to be a doctor, and I think I would have loved it because I love that whole.
You're
thing.
fascinated with the body and all
I'm
that
fascinated
kind of
with
stuff.
all that stuff. I'd love
to do that.
Yeah, and if and I.
I mean, our lives would be totally different.
Our lives would suck.
Yeah, no, you're
I'm
right.
telling you, like. Our lives would suck.
I mean, who knows? We probably wouldn't have never been together if that's what his thing was.
You probably would have never been together.
Right.
If you did go together and you'd still had the same children, you would be fucking probably ritzy fucks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm driving a Bentley, shit like that. And then
That'd be your name. It wouldn't even be Noah. It'd be Bentley.
Bentley's your name, yeah.
Bentley, get over here.
We have,
Come on, man.
We have a cousin named.
Oh, perfect. So it's not impossible.
Bugatti. Bugatti, get over here, Bugatti.
Gucci.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, it would have been Bugatti and Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci, and you'd be Bugatti.
You know what's great? I mean, this is the weirdest fucking podcast ever, but you know what's weird?
Yes.
Is how many parents, if they're real successful, they'll leave their children alone.
Right.
And they'll be like teenagers, right? in the phase where I was talking about lost humans. Lost humans. They'll leave their lost child alone. And bro, that's not bro. You guys aren't my bros. It was just a word. But, and then that's how drugs and stuff happen.
Yeah.
And I knew so many kids that their parents never paid a lick of attention to them.
Yeah.
And now they're probably dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
just
yeah, you got to feel
crazy.
loved.
Fill the
That
void,
goes,
right?
That goes back to what you said. I was saying before.
Fill the void, yeah.
You need to feel loved and you feel like someone cares about you.
I mean, it depends. Everybody, has their own thoughts and feelings on stuff. But I know for me, I would never let anything go down without a fight. Like obviously the ultimate decision is made by you because you're the one making it. But I'm going to fight the hardest fight I can to help sway that decision and do anything I can. But the reality is I know, because obviously we have different kinds of addiction and stuff in our family, to where I can only do so much,
Right.
because it's that person who has to ultimately make the choice. But, and you have to do it till the point to where you're like, there's literally nothing I can do,
So scary. So
and
scary.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
without
it is.
enabling as well. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you know.
terrifying. How potent addiction is.
It is.
It's scary.
And
Well,
it
of course
depends
it is,
too.
but-
Everybody has their own reasons, whether it's hiding from something or, pacifying a hurt, trying to cover that up. Like everybody has a reason why they're doing it.
And that's why
and that's the whole thing they have to figure out.
That's why I gave those fucking crackies a few dollars. Just cause I just feel bad, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like even
that's
if,
tough.
like it just sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, why does it have to be that way? Where it's just like, I wish there was an easier way to fill the void than, because it's so hard, because the hard way is, trying to find your passion and try to
it's the instant gratification, right? Of drugs.
and try to find your loved ones.
Well, you got to be self-aware
like
as well.
that.
I mean, like I've said this a million times. I could be an alcoholic. I could be a drug addict. I could be all those things because of my addicted personality.
Yeah.
And that's why I choose not to drink. That's why, I always say that all the time when people are like, oh, you don't drink. They just assume I'm an alcoholic. I've never been an alcoholic, but I would be if I drank all the time because I know that's so when you're self-aware, you oftentimes can avoid those pitfalls. You know what I mean? And in our family and in your case, even more than mine, because you have addiction on both sides, it's even more scary. That's why, I don't mind. I think it's fine you smoke weed, but I don't, I hope you don't drink a lot. You don't right now, but let's hope you don't start. You guys stay away from the rest of the drugs because you have that potential on both sides of your body. And that's the thing that I thought about you and Jade, our daughter, is that it's the only thing that's going to derail your life is addiction. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have everything you can possibly, you can do anything you want to do as long as you stay away from being an alcoholic and a drug addict, you know? And that doesn't mean you can smoke weed all day long because that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, the older I get, I don't think I should do that at all, and I don't. But smoke weed all day long.
Right.
It's strange. I think it can definitely enhance your life in some aspects, but I definitely think it can blur reality sometimes.
I think it depends on the person too. I know people that smoke that you would never know. And I know people that smoke that you're like, that fucking guy burnt his brain out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's
Well,
burned out.
sometimes it can be a demotivator. We've had friends like
Yeah.
that over the years that, could have achieved so much, but
They got
they just
stony baloney.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're just like,
Yeah, it was all about just getting stoned, and they never did the stuff they did because they just kind of sat back.
It's the
and
thing
did
in
that,
your heart. It's the thing in your heart, because like you want things for yourself, but sometimes life just doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
And so you just, I love that saying. It's said so much, the filling the void. It's true, because sometimes you just feel like there's this pit of emptiness in your chest.
Right.
And you just like need to try to fill it in any way possible. And honestly, I'm lucky to found out what fills it best for me. It's genuinely love. It's love. With either if you tell me you love me and we're hugging and embracing, like that's the shit that fills my void, literally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, That's it. It's weird. I don't know why, but it's true.
I don't think it's unreasonable to think. I think most people need that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Most people that are
And a
trying
lot
to
of
fill the
times-
void don't have the love.
Exactly. If they don't have that avenue to go to for that, then they're going to fill it with other things. You know?
Yeah.
It's so necessary for my life, though.
I agree. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's good that you know it, and you know you're loved by us, obviously, and you're loved by your sister, even if she doesn't tell you it.
No, she does.
I'm
does.
joking around. I'm joking. Jade loves you to death. She's like, she'd do anything
They
for
had
you.
some
You know
good
that.
family time last week.
Yeah.
You did? I know
we
you went
hung
out
out
to
for a day or two.
dinner. You got, it's nice.
Dinner, breakfast.
Look at you guys. I had nothing. I fucking was working.
I know.
There
we
you
didn't
go.
even see you.
I know. Didn't even see me.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how I fill my void. My void is filled with work. No, it's
Fair.
not. It's not true though.
No. What I mean,
I mean,
is
it
like-
has been though. That has been thing.
Yeah, no,
for
that's
me,
not wrong.
For the last 30 years, I have tried to fill that void that I've had with work, and
Because then
that's
you
why
can't
I'm
think
trying-
about it because your
yeah.
mind, it's almost the TV at
The
night,
more
right?
busy I am, the better.
Close, yeah.
But now I'm trying not. I'm trying the opposite way. And this, we had a couple days this week that were absolutely beautiful.
That's awesome.
I told my therapist today that I said I think it might have been the 2 nicest days I've had in my memory.
Oh, that's
I mean,
awesome.
it was a beautiful couple days.
That
and
was Turkey Day? Like, not
that was
Thanksgiving.
one
Day.
one day was
Yeah,
Turkey
it
Day.
was, it was Turkey Tick Day, and
Nice.
it was
Those are the best, though.
No, it was just a really good day. It was a fun day, a day and a half or whatever. I know. And
Hell yeah. Let's
was-
rip through these
was
supers.
Pat
Yeah, we
have
got
to
a bunch.
say?
Pat says, "Hi guys, just curious about your expansion for Reptarium. How far do you want to take it? Do you want to be like a zoo, safe and handling animals up to venomous and lizards? Question mark. Snakes and lizards. Sorry.
Well, there won't be any venomous.
No.
And I guess I don't know what constitutes like. I'm not going to be the Detroit Zoo. I don't want to have cats and elephants and penguins and stuff. But from a reptile standpoint and an aquarium standpoint, yeah, I want to be one of the coolest places in the country.
You know what?
You know?
I don't know why. I just have this weird vision. And it's been just like getting stronger and stronger over the months. I had this vision of a skyscraper, right? Of a skyscraper, and you get to each floor via elevator.
Yeah.
All right. And once you're done with that one floor, you go into the elevator, you go up in the next floor, and it opens up. And there's people walking around, and they're just like laughing and having a good time. And you walk out into the next part of the zoo.
Yeah.
And then you're done with that, you go up, and there's like 10,
Wouldn't it be-
12, 15
well,
floors.
I mean, you never know what's going on.
maybe that's where you'll take the Reptarium.
Maybe. Do you know what? Something's crazy in this. I swear to God, it's just so weird you brought this up because I was thinking about saying something on the podcast about this morning.
What?
That mirrors this. I've had an obsession since I was probably 20 years old that one day I want to own a high rise. Isn't that? And I was going to bring it up. I don't know in what context why it came into my head, but the fact that you said that, it was like weird. It's just so weird that you would say it. And I don't know why I'd want to own. I'm not talking like a 100-story building. I'm talking like a 12, 15-story building. I've always been like, man, wouldn't it be cool to be like, that's my building that you could see from a half mile away or something like
and
that.
then, like, instead of it
Yeah.
saying like Trump on it, it says the
Reptarium.
Reptarium.
Reptarium,
And
the Detroit Aquarium.
There's. I'm not even joking. This may not be true, but I bet it is true. There's nothing like that in the world.
Oh,
Or
no,
like a 15-story zoo.
Yeah, right.
That would be so cool.
Well, ironically enough, I was talking
screaming
to I was
right
talking
now.
to
Yeah, I can see it in her eyes. She's like, yeah, so fucking cool, bro.
I was talking
Now I'm your bro.
Obviously, I don't know that we could do a 15-story thing where we're at or something like that. But I did tell. I think I
But
told
the
you
rent
this, Jay.
sun might go up. For
No, I think I told you this, Jay. Right? That when I'm talking to them about the foundation work, I want there to be a potential for a third floor if that ever needs to be. You know what I mean? Because now would be the time if you're pouring the foundation for a second floor. It's probably not that much more to pour it enough to where if you decide to go 3, you could go 3.
And if we're doing 3, might as well do 4.
Yeah, and at that
Exactly.
point, let's have
And
15.
what's the difference between 3 and 15?
It's a multiple
Well,
of
there's
5.
12. There's 12, but there's 12 floors difference. But just in case you know.
Just in case you know.
Yeah, but
So we'll be there.
From the structure is what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Simple Man came back.
do it.
Simple Man says, cutting the arms off only, LOL. Can't wear homemade cutoff shirts to work.
Ah,
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
you can't really.
Maybe they get caught in something.
Well,
I
we
don't
do
know.
have the one tank top. What kind of shirts do they have?
He's talking
shirts with
about
just-
like like an actual cutoff tee. You know what I'm talking
No,
about?
no. I got you. But
so you
I'm trying-
can wear one that's made to be
Yeah.
a cutoff,
Right.
Like a tank top, but you can't cut your own.
Yeah.
Well, we have the one tank top,
The gains.
the Gaines tank top. But do they make shirts that aren't tank tops?
Yeah.
They do. I've never even seen one.
They're basically a shirt made with no sleeves.
Well, I tell you what, Simple Man, I will
Sleeveless
literally.
Actually, they'll sell like crazy for our
Sleeveless
fans
tees.
too.
All right, so Simple Man, I tell you what, I promise you, when I talk to my apparel people in the
Do they
next day or
also
two,
need
I'll
to be
talk
half
about-
shirts? We need to know this.
Yeah, we need to know. But because I am going to do V-necks as well for late.
Yeah, we
the
did have
ladies.
women asking
yeah,
for that.
So,
And if we
so
got
we're going to
the-
be doing some other
If
stuff.
we
yeah.
got the crop top, I know a guy in Ferndale. That
Yeah, he would rock
one-
that
we got
shit
at
to all
least
the
one
comedy
sale.
shows.
There's at least one sale.
Yeah.
What's Let Roses Burn have to say?
Let Rose Burn says, first day of vacation and I'm
Oh.
fighting blinding headache.
Oh,
I had to stop by and say hi.
Sorry.
Dude, it's some solar
sorry.
flares, man. They're crushing
Yeah, I
us.
mean, Lori had it last week. Jay had it last week. You know,
We're there
so-
with you in spirit.
Yeah, so hang in there, man. It'll get
Sorry,
better. I
girl.
promise you.
Jessica says, hey guys, hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm counting down the days. Only 3 left till I'm there. Don't worry, Noah. Baby is staying home. Oh,
Oh shit, man. So Jessica,
So
you've
the
been talking
girls
about
will
her
be all tighten up.
see, look what you said. Poor
Good.
Jessica had to
so
super chat you
happy.
because you talked about her boobs so much.
Not her boobs, her sister's boobs.
no,
that
that's
was
her.
No, that was
Jessica.
her.
Oh,
That was her.
That's Jerica's
She
sister,
said,
Jessica.
she said, "Don't worry, baby's not coming. They're all gonna be under wraps."
Oh man, look at the cheeks getting red over there.
I know, it's just embarrassing. I just can't stop thinking about the tatas. I got that fucking vision.
we know. We
Jay
know.
says, I decided I'm going to move down there from North Carolina to come work for y'all. That is one of my dreams. It would be awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. You got to work. You got to fight with the future reptile aquarium or
Reptile employee?
guy.
Employee, yeah.
Yeah, reptile employee guy. But yeah, you never know. As we expand, we're always going to need good help.
Always gonna need it.
Tyler King says, hope you're all doing good. And then Potterhead came back and says, Noah, they're not as engorged as last year, I promise. Jesus Christ. What a word to use,
I
too.
know.
That's a
It's so
perfect word.
true.
It's
It
a
is,
perfect
but
word.
it's-
It's the perfect
Don't
word,
worry,
though.
no,
Engorged.
they're not engorged because when they're engorged, that's when the veins show.
I get it, and it's a perfect word, but sometimes it's too perfect, you know? I can already see it.
I think the
Engorged.
only way we're gonna get this over and
Just
really
like Noah. You
no, I
see it
think
in
Exposure
his-
therapy.
exposure therapy. You're gonna have
I'm
to
gonna
see
have
them
to
again.
suck on them.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna see them
yeah.
again. You're gonna have to see them again,
For a
but
long
not in
time.
the engorged state, so that you're not. You know what I mean? So
See,
Jessica,
they're all,
say that. You can't say that.
there's temporary states
You
of
can't
boobs.
say that.
I can't say
into
that?
where they're at.
I can't.
You can't
Just
say
because-
we're gonna have to see your boobs one
No,
more time.
you're
Not
not.
me. Not me.
No.
Excuse
Not
me,
me.
miss.
You. Not me. I'm not asking. I didn't see him the
good,
first
man.
time.
No.
I didn't see him
We're
the first
good.
time.
Brian's like, don't put me under this
Nobody
bus.
needs to see
You
anything. You just
stupid.
need to know those are temporary states. and
Only
it
if I can
doesn't
slap
stay.
them a little bit. I can't just look at a pair of tits and not slap them a little bit.
I don't
That's
know.
some-
That's between you and her in consent. I have
She said,
nothing
yeah,
to
I
do
get
with that.
I'm just saying.
Say it.
It's just like having a basketball and not bouncing it. Just like, what are you doing?
Just carrying it around with
Yeah,
you.
just carrying it.
Oh my god, you guys are killing me.
Oh man. Yeah.
Tyler King said, hope y'all are doing good. Oh, yeah, I
Doing
read that
great,
one. My
man.
bad.
Doing great.
Tiffany came back to say, no, it's 3 different trips. Potterhead's coming Saturday, Castilla June 5th, and me on July 2nd.
Oh, wow.
And I almost, I like almost anything, just have to think of son's allergies. Oh, well,
okay.
we got to put that in the list before, too, man.
Yeah. What's it?
Can't give you a
Yeah. What's
I know peanuts, milk. I mean, I think pretty much if you eat it, they're probably allergic to it.
Okay, so we'll get some mud
Maybe ice.
from the back.
Maybe
I
some
mean,
ice
We'll
water.
get some mud from the backyard.
Just don't worry because literally Michigan, it's not known for it, but we're very cultural.
yeah, we got
every
everything. Yeah, we
fucking
got
culture
everything.
in the
Yeah,
book.
it's true.
Interestingly
So
enough,
you
like
can go anywhere.
Yeah, like we have a tremendous amount of Middle Eastern food in this
Yep.
area,
Asian,
and it's interesting because
Hispanic.
even in the west side of the
Everything.
state, there's like none, you know. And we just think of like you could go get a chicken
Mediterranean.
shawarma anywhere, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because there's
And that's
15
rare.
places,
Yeah.
and it sounds like that outside of New York. Obviously,
is.
it's like it's rare.
Yeah,
to
even
get
New
the
Jersey, you couldn't get. It was very rare to get like a gyro or something like that.
jello-
Oh my
jello.
God. You can get anything here.
Yeah.
Legitimately anything.
Yeah, I know
got
there's anything from Polish to
good
to
Indian.
Chinese to Indian. Oh, I love Indian food. We should get some Indian food.
There you go.
Your mom hates Indian food.
I got
do.
a good
Spicy.
place.
She don't
I
like
don't
the
like
spice.
this
It's not.
stuff that smells like BO.
It does
Curry,
kind of smell
baby.
like very BO. It does.
It does, but like
But I like the taste.
my
Some chicken masala.
Cumin smells like BO too.
It
though.
does.
Chicken
Not a
masala.
fan.
Yeah,
Love
cumin
it,
will
man.
hit you.
Now I need some chicken masala. What's Mac up to, man?
Our boy, the Mac Attack, he's back, and he says, Mad Cat, for Lori, I guess, I don't know if Mad Cat sent this or something, says, for Lori's wine fund for Matilda's saddle, for scientists to make you a slothopus, a sloth platypus, a
I
lizard
like
man,
that.
just because you need more stuff.
Damn.
That's
Thanks,
I'm
Mac.
in
That's
for all of it,
crazy.
man. That $5 isn't going to go
Yeah.
that far though. But
Went a long
I
way.
appreciate you want me to do all that, but it's a lot to ask.
A couple
man.
more super chats will be there.
Yeah, damn. I could maybe start the writing on some of that stuff. That's about all. No, but it's good to have Mac back. It
We love
sounds
you,
like
brother.
he's starting to feel better. You
Yeah.
know, it was a horrible experience for him.
We thought about you the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, every day I thought about him because I felt so bad for him. So I'm glad that he's starting to get better.
Hose Want Cookie says,
Who's want cookies?
I want a cookie too.
yeah, why is my chameleon in deep shed every morning?
It's not,
Ryan?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't
That's
know.
a question.
Come on,
for you.
lizard man, tell me.
I'm just assuming, and this is just, I mean, I'm just out here on a limb right now, but I'm assuming that, sometimes when it's colder and in the morning,
They get that gray look.
Yeah, you get the gray
Yeah.
dark look. They're
Yeah.
actually in shed, and then they brighten up as the day goes on.
That's what I would assume, too.
I would assume, because I mean, I'm sure your lizard isn't shedding every day, so I just think it's a color change, chromatophore change.
Nice answer.
What they would call,
I like
actually,
that.
I'm going to go deep now. There's guanine crystals that are
I
interlaced
wish you wouldn't have.
in a pattern, and they tighten and loosen the guanine crystals in order to change the hue of the color.
And now
love when
these
you talk dirty.
crystals.
you need to know when to stop.
Now these crystals. That's what gives it color, right? Because
Right.
it refracts,
refracts
the light.
the hue of light. Correct.
Bingo.
Yeah. So there you go.
No.
I'm thinking that your guanine crystals
You're
are
welcome.
pretty. I'm thinking your guanine crystals
You
are
got-
tight in the morning
Yeah.
and loose in the
All right,
afternoon.
there you go. You got your
They're
answer.
loose once I'm done with them.
yeah.
Jay says, T-shirt idea. I don't know exactly what it means. I think it's where Lori is like, where's Waldo? What do you think? Or where's Wally? I don't know, but that's what I got out of it.
T-shirt idea. Wear Lori like wear Wally. What you think?
That's probably ideal.
Man, that's a good idea, bro.
I don't get it,
sorry,
but let's
man.
do it.
What is where's
sorry, dude.
Wally?
Well, I think it meant where's Waldo.
Okay.
So it's a where's Lori?
Like where's Waldo?
Yeah. It's not
Where's
terrible.
Lori?
It's not terrible.
Okay. No. It's not what you're thinking. It's not like you just by yourself. Like where's Lori? No, it's literally
She's
like
hidden. She's hidden.
Yeah,
I know.
just in the
I
page.
know.
Yeah, she's
I
hidden.
know.
And maybe you could
That's
like
where I went.
maybe you could do like a okay. I'm making this better for this guy. Maybe you can do an over the top POV drone shot, like not real drone, but
But
like
of the
just like
Reptarium?
POV of the Reptarium pack.
I'm right there with you, dude. I'm right
And
there
you,
with
you
you.
literally got
Do
all
I
the silhouette.
have
You
to-
got Ivy in the
So
aisle.
am I wearing the
got
striped
turtle
shirt?
thing. Yeah, you're
That's
wearing a
what-
striped shirt.
okay.
Yeah, and you're in the middle, and then it's
you
just
gotta
a
find me.
packed crowd.
Well, I
Back
can
around-
tell
you
you.
gotta find
I can
Lori.
tell you where
Yeah.
Lori's gonna be at the gift shop.
Yeah, I know. Like, hint. Big hint, y'all.
Yeah, she's at the gift shop. Dude, I just saw you rubbing your arm.
Yeah.
I burnt all my hair off my arm yesterday,
For
Lori,
what?
by the way.
with that fire.
Yeah, with the fire.
Where you almost burned the fucking forest down.
Yeah, the forest started on fire.
Oh my god.
It's so
dude. You guys
windy.
just got there. and
It's
you got
so
a
windy,
fire
and then he
forest?
decides to burn all the cardboard. Then he comes
Oh,
running,
no.
Lori.
The woods is on fire. The woods is on fire.
Yeah, I went to stomp it out, and I started to get on fire,
Oh
so I was like, I got to go get some
You can
utensil.
imagine.
Towel.
Like you can picture Dad, right?
There's no
like,
towel gonna put that out.
Running after me, go, Lori, I need help. And, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And I
All-
look
all
out
the
there, I'm like,
leaves.
oh shit.
There's
All the leaves are inflamed and just getting worse by the second.
How'd you get it out?
I took a rake, and I just raked them. Like,
That's a
I
good
raked
idea.
all the
Yeah,
leaves
he
up.
pulled them away from the other stuff and then let it burn.
So
out
smart,
in the
Mr.
sand,
Barchet.
yeah.
And even with all the rakes, the leaves they burn for like 10 minutes. All the leaves.
Sheesh.
So, but if it would have continued to spread, there
Yeah.
was a lot more leaves and things
Yes,
that could
that was
houses.
the
and
the
house-
problem.
Well, there's
yeah.
no houses there, but
Well,
we
it
we
was
burned
far
our
enough
barn down.
away.
Though,
Yeah,
maybe. I'm not sure.
exactly.
Oh no, that
Yeah.
thing's made by Amish.
It
ain't going nowhere.
It's tinned.
You know they can legitimately build that barns in a day.
I know. Yeah.
One day.
We saw that. That was
Listen,
crazy.
they,
This is
they
awesome.
know how to do shit.
The
It's
Amish
called a
work-
barn
yeah.
raising.
The Amish work good. Did you know that? Speaking of, I think of Amish immediately. I think of Kingpin.
I think of a restaurant.
I think of Kingpin, the movie, and how he bowled 11 lanes or whatever. Did you know that Tesla's radios go to 11?
What does that mean?
That's so
Instead
funny.
of 10, it goes to 11.
He would do that too.
It's like, what's the name of the movie?
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, Spinal
It's a
Tap.
Spinal Tap.
See, you're too young for that shit.
Yeah,
but-
so Spinal Tap was a movie, a spoof. It was a mockumentary. It was actually the first mockumentary ever made. That was actually on a rock band. And Lenny from Laverne and Shirley actually played the main guy. And he would, not him, but his guitar player was like, this I made these amps go to 11 instead of 10. And the guy goes, well, why don't you just make 10 louder? He goes, but this one goes to 11. So in Teslas, they literally go to 11.
Yeah, that is one great thing about Tesla. There's a bunch of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
Like that makes me like them even more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
it's
other
great
car company does that.
No, not goes to 11.
Company to
Any
you
jokes?
Know,
They don't do any jokes.
Exactly. Any company, period. Like you do that shit. Like I get you.
Does
I
Tes-
like you.
They do
and
so
I
much fart
appreciate you.
horns and
Yes.
stuff. Like, oh, they dance.
Do Teslas have ashtrays?
Probably not.
Oh my god, that's just so rude. By the way, that people didn't stop smoking, guys. Why'd you get rid of the ashtrays?
It's just
I mean,
like
it's hard to
airplanes, just like
say.
airplanes.
It might be an accessory you could get.
It's just annoying because it's just like people still smoke.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
But you know what? Did you ever have a car with an ashtray?
Yeah,
And
no,
smoke?
No,
Not
but
fun.
wait, I didn't. But my Pap's Cadillac had.
So, let me tell
actually,
you.
I did.
As a smoker, using an ashtray, it's a pain in the freaking ass.
Yeah,
it
it sucks.
fills up. It's a nasty mess. Dumping it out, like
Hit a bump, the cherry
honestly,
falls out.
It's a
Yeah.
lot better just flick it out the window. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Better for the environment.
Yeah.
Well, better for your keeping your car clean. Let me tell you.
Fuck the
If you're
environment.
smoking inside your car, you're probably not keeping it too clean.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Next super.
Pat says, I finally got approved for SSD. Now I can start saving and hopefully visit by next year.
Great. Awesome. Congratulations. Awesome. What is SSD?
I guess
Social
Social Security deposit.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Excellent. Yeah.
Disability.
Disability. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Good
shit.
for you, man.
Timothy says, Brian, have you got to visit your mom since being vaccinated?
Yes, I
Yes.
have. As a matter of fact, I visit her at least once a week. So yes, I can hug her and I can give her a little peck on the cheek.
Hug her and kiss her and,
And
love her. all over.
yeah, it's been
awesome.
really nice. Yeah, it's been really nice. I mean, it's been great. There's been a lot. Listen, for me personally, and everyone has to make their own decision. But for me personally, being vaccinated has really it makes me feel safe.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel more normal. I've been going into stores this last little bit without a mask on, and it feels so freaking normal. You know what I mean? It feels so normal to see. When I used to hate walk, because I'm a guy that I'm a pretty like polite person as a whole. So like when I'd walk down the aisle and whatever I'd go past, I'd usually just give a little smile or a little nod to somebody, and to not be able to do that, like now it's like, so if you're looking at someone and you're kind of giving them a smile, like,
just look like an idiot.
now all of a sudden you're just staring at them.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
They're thinking what a creep. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't mean to stare at you. I'm just giving you a smile, like have a good day type of thing.
Yep. I do the same thing.
And so it's nice to see that. And in the couple stores that we've been into, or I've been into, every day that goes by, there's less people with masks. And it's feeling more and more normal every day.
That's
So
true.
so for me, it was the right decision. Obviously, huge for me to be able to see my mom and for my mom to have that type of interaction with people.
Yeah.
So again, everyone has to make their own decisions. But for me, it was by far the best decision I could make.
Rebecca says, thank you. I'll call tomorrow around 10 a.m. Be safe.
Perfect.
I'll be waiting.
Silvercat says, just made a deal. One person buying 200 rats a week from me. I may not be making pizza much longer, and glad to see you back on the podcast.
This is
Lord.
my
That's
favorite
awesome,
part of
man.
the podcast is seeing his business progress.
yeah.
It seriously is. I mean, he started
When
by
we
just
started-
having a couple rats.
Yeah, 10 rats
Now
a
he's
week.
like, I'm making pizza, and I got a couple rats. Now he's like, I got
Yeah.
lots of rats. I'm making a couple pizzas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One
Now
day
it's
it's
like
just
no
gonna be-
more pizzas.
No more
just-
650 days pizza
no
days
more
for
pizzas,
him.
just rats. And
But if
listen,
you come and visit, I'm gonna have you make us a pizza.
Yeah, duh.
yeah, make a pizza and clean some tubs. both.
But we'll figure that out when you get here, man.
We can
And
do
a
both of
sandwich.
those.
Lisa says, sending you all love.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
As well with Becky Gallant through love.
Becky,
Much
thank
love,
you so
Becky.
much. So she's been
Much
doing this
love,
earthing.
baby.
What? So
That's
I
the
don't.
feet.
I,
That's
I
feet.
know-
You take the
how
socks
long? How long do you have to sit on the grass?
You just use your
What?
intuition.
So just so you go barefoot all the time. So you're
You're an earther.
You've been earthing your whole life.
Earthing is
So you're
walking outside, like in
Barefoot.
grass and stuff,
with no
nature.
insulation between
just
you.
your
Nature.
feet. Just no.
Why is that earth?
And it's supposed to,
It's
like,
just
the
a
energy from
verb.
the earth is supposed to then permeate your body. You're supposed to feel more calm. You're supposed to have more energy. You're
Maybe
supposed
that's
to just be.
part of why I'm.
Oh, that's
I
why
am.
you're.
calm
Yeah,
and
yeah.
energetic.
That's why she's so calm.
I never have shoes on. See,
Smash you in the face with a shoe. So calm.
Whack. But I want to try earthing.
So do it.
yeah,
I
but
don't
Take
know.
your shoes and socks off,
The
bro.
problem
You
is
don't
you've
need
got such tender feet.
You don't.
Oh
need-
yeah, they're gonna be cut up, bro.
There's no need to try anything. Yeah, you just take your socks off.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what do you mean? It's not like rockets.
Yeah,
Like
you don't need a
No,
parent
but what-
permission.
what-
slip.
and
what
you try
explain?
skydiving. You just earth. You
Wait,
just go
so
earth.
wait,
Yeah, yeah.
do you wear socks in the sauna?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No,
Yes, he does.
No, I don't.
In
No,
the
I
cold
don't.
tub too, man.
So
The cold tub too, yeah.
exactly.
Are these
So-
sea feet? Have you
so-
seen my feet? No, never.
I
in
try
30
not. I try not to look.
Me too. They're fucking creepy.
creepy.
So why don't you?
Jeez.
So precious.
Why don't you?
That's like what your feet say to me.
What did they say?
So precious.
It's the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So on your trek to and from the sauna, hot tub, cold tub, whatever, just traipse on through the grass.
That's
and
what I
then you're
probably
getting
need
your
to
little
do.
thing like all the way there.
Yeah,
Works,
okay. I'll
especially
try
when you
that.
step in a hot steamer.
Yes, that's what my
Probably
concern
just
is.
look.
We got a couple big dogs.
And
Yeah.
their piles are easy to see. Just look.
Trust
for
me,
your watch.
I've stepped in their diarrhea in the past.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well,
Like going
that's
on the way to the
you.
bathroom. Oh
That's on
shit!
you.
Why is my feet wet all of a sudden?
Oh
It's not
god,
fun. Yeah.
Oh shit!
that suck.
Let me see
It
here.
does.
What we got?
Just got a couple more.
more.
Hose Want Cookies came back to say,
Welcome back.
um,
Welcome back, Ho.
No, I want.
she said that on a chameleon she can actually pick it off down here in Atlanta. She's just ripping the Bonnie crystals right out that motherfucker.
crystals
Probably don't pick
You
it
know,
off.
I just no. I
Don't
don't.
rip them
It's
crystals.
a weird thing because I mean I know what she's saying. I don't think she's lying or anything like that. I just don't know why. Like it wouldn't shed every day, you know. I mean,
It could shed for like a couple
yeah,
days
yeah.
while
So,
it's shedding.
yeah, so sometimes exactly. I mean, a lizard like that can take a week or so to shed, like in little pieces. You know what I mean? But once it sheds, it shouldn't shed again for a month or two. You know.
All right, but
So-
but maybe let's just say she's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's shedding every day. Now, could it be stuck shed that's been like I don't know. I'm just trying to think because
No, I don't think so. And I think that if it's shedding every day, it's going to die.
how about this?
For sure.
How about you send us some pictures?
So
Yeah, send us an email with
Sorry
with
that your
some
chameleon's
pictures.
gonna die.
No, I mean, let's hope it's not going to die. I mean, let's hope it's. So if she's saying it's shedding every morning, but it's only been a week or something like that, like okay,
fine.
that's fine.
Right.
If it's been shedding every morning for a month, it's probably not going to live.
Yeah.
You know, there's probably
Damn.
something wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shed is pretty much the immune
Shed is
system of
only-
an animal. So
Well, yeah, right. Or it's a thyroid. You know, it's
Yeah,
controlled by the thyroid,
Same.
and just, so reptiles shed when they grow, and they
Can't
essentially
be growing every day.
they can't be growing every day because they just don't have that growth, possibility.
nothing
because even
does.
a baby that doubles its size in a matter of a few weeks will still only shed once every few weeks. But yeah, give again, email us, call us.
we'll take care of you.
We'll try our best. That's a tough one. I don't know.
Simple Man says, hope you all have a great night. All
Thanks,
of you are
Simple.
awesome. Hope everyone in the chat gang has a great night too.
Well, thank you,
Thanks,
Simple
Simple.
Man.
Thank you for
You're always
gracing us.
awesome. I appreciate you so much, man.
For being
you're
a simple man, he's very complex.
Yeah.
really
He's very
is.
complex,
Sweetheart.
man. Very complex.
Silver Cash says, have an awesome night. Love and appreciate y'all. Can't wait to come visit.
I hope you do too.
I need
Silver
some-
Cash and Simple Man out.
Yeah, I also need some rats. So.
Oh, and he also said that the wrap on the van is bad to the bone.
Ah, thank you.
Thanks,
I'm
brother.
super excited about it.
Beautiful.
I'm going to drive. I'm driving it to the Catholic Church
Ooh, on Sunday?
on Sunday because I
Nice.
need a new
Ricola.
Ricola.
Jay
good.
said that to me. I called him before he came in. I was like, "We got the van." He's like, oh, "Does it look bad?" I was like, "Yeah, badass."
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How punny.
Tiffany says, Sons has an allergy appointment again on the 4th, so post may grow. Let's hope not, though. But currently, beef, eggs, milk, and nuts or peanuts. But
Beef, eggs, milk, and peanuts.
so
Bitch, how's he surviving?
Beef,
You can eat
eggs,
chicken.
milk, and peanuts. So
yeah, but it has to be a place that probably doesn't have
Yeah, man.
any of that or
fucked.
cook with any of
Just
that.
go to
Right?
the grocery store. You're gonna have to.
The
cook
beef part
yourself.
is the tough part, right? Because if it's
And
eggs,
the
milk,
peanuts.
and peanuts, that's
I don't think I've ever heard of a beef allergy.
beef allergy.
Just that Lone Star tick. That's it.
Yeah, the Lone Star tick.
That's
Beef
the only one.
That's a beef allergy.
Beef allergy.
Beef allergy.
I like that.
Are you guys
They're
drunk?
too dumb, man.
I
No.
know.
Not yet.
We're listening to a couple dummies.
Yeah.
No, we happen to know a lot about things.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
About
About
whatever.
things.
Stupid
The Lone
things.
Star ticks.
Stupid.
That don't make sense.
Do the Lone Star ticks only? Are they only in Dallas?
I don't think so. I think they're a bit
All
all
over.
So
over.
you get bit by a tick and you're
Oh.
allergic to beef?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly what happens.
Yeah, it's it happened in the last like 10 years.
Probably because they're sucking on all those beefs, the living beefs.
See, there it is. That was the one that was on me
Star
yesterday.
tick. That's it, baby. I'm gonna die.
That one right there.
Brian's like,
Damn.
I can't wait to find
Sucks that you can't eat beef anymore.
So
Can't-
crazy,
I knew
man.
when I ate that freaking steak today, I felt kind of poopy.
it. Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking crazy.
Jay says, coming one day, can Noah and Brian do a private tour together?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Book it.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, 100%.
Just call the people, and then
Yes,
we'll book it.
We can book it.
You have your people call our
Yeah.
people,
Yep.
and,
And we'll book it up.
and we'll book it
We'll
up.
see when
We'll
our schedule's
we'll
free.
get you all
That
set.
is
That's it,
No,
Brian.
yeah, we're happy to do it.
possible.
Yeah, no, we're happy to do it.
Are
That'd
we
be
all
good
d-
stuff?
Are we all
That's
done
it,
for
baby.
the night?
We're done for the night, baby.
We're done for the night. All
Let's-
right, cool.
let's go.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I
you.
have something to promote.
Tell you.
I am hosting my
Yes, you are.
first ever comedy night.
Yay.
I'm actually,
Yay.
I'm actually a co-host. I'm a co-host,
Co-host.
but
A co-host.
that means I'm
Yeah,
doing it
you're
half
coasting.
the night,
You're
about
coasting.
an hour and a half.
Okay, that's a long
When is
time.
this? Let me
this
know.
is Friday. This upcoming Friday.
Where at?
It is. What day is this? It
So you're not
is
doing a
the
podcast
26th.
Friday?
No,
I
I
think-
am.
So you're doing
Before.
it
That
after.
later.
Ooh,
It is
okay.
May 28th. All right, Friday, May 28th. Yeah, the
What time
show
does it start?
starts probably around 8 o'clock. So show
Okay.
up before then if you're coming. New Dodge Lounge, Hamtramck.
All
All
right,
right, just
yep.
Google that
All
Hamtramck,
right.
Michigan.
We should do
If
that.
you're in the
Date
area,
night.
We
come
can
on.
go, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Then we can
Support.
go. Yeah, we can go to get punchkis.
The Canapinis wanted to come out. They said they potentially
Really?
might be. So
Whoa.
there's a bunch of people that may potentially come out. Nobody's saying
I
they're
think we
gonna,
should.
but they want to. So if you want to come out,
That's this
support
Friday, right?
This Friday,
Friday.
May 28th.
Okay.
Date
Come
night.
love. Date night. We'll
Date
have a
night
good
at
time,
where is
baby.
it?
New Dodge Lounge.
Date night at the New Dodge Lounge.
Ham-
Yep.
Tram.
If you guys want to come
Hamtramck.
hang out with the bar checks, come to
It'll be
New
fun.
Dodge Lounge. We'll be
It'll
there.
be fun.
Let's
It'll be
go.
a good time.
Let's do it.
So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Yes.
You have been checked in,
Yes.
and we are checking out.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
I'm sweating like.